talking about the sports you do and don't know, both within and surrounding Baltimore. Don't ask him about preseason games, oh no. Stuffing things in Griffin Basso. Despite it being on the internet, he can call it what he wants. So, Glenn Clark Radio. Glenn Clark Radio. Glenn Clark Radio.
Situations that we are monitoring. We'll start in that same division. Lamar Jackson dealing with a hamstring injury. My understanding is his status for this Sunday's game is in doubt. Now, he had some tests on his hamstring, obviously was not able to finish the game last week. I see it right there saying could miss 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not sure where that comes from. I would say it's more week to week now for Lamar Jackson. He's going to try to play this week. We'll see if he's able to go, but certainly a possibility that Cooper Rush could be the starter for the Baltimore Ravens. And then for the Thursday night game,
this morning. Oh, my God. Why am I sound hot this morning. What's going on over there?
We had somebody else using the studio.
Well, we should probably adjust that back to where we need to be for this show. I was hot. How you feeling? Hot. That was Ian Rappaport this morning on NFL Network. Sort of pushing back on the report from the Baltimore Sun yesterday and Brian Wacker saying that Lamar Jackson.
Kind of saying, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah, that was a bit weird the way that he worded it when he was almost essentially reporting
the same.
It was a bit odd. That was a bit odd from Ian Rappaport. And it felt
Lamar's not missing a game because of his hamstring.
Well, I don't know if Lamar is missing a game for his hamstring or not. Here's what
you want me to do the Stephen A. Smith thing.
Go ahead.
Well, we can't say the word though at the end.
Probably can't. No.
We let it play that on the air.
Yeah, we can play whatever we want.
Let's play that on the air real quick. Stephen A. Smith, Kobe Bryant. Have you ever heard it?
I guess probably.
Oh. I mean, it's one of the top 5.
How many
times did we play this on the air? When we were bored,
we got a little out of that. No, I wanted you to do it.
Well, I don't want to. I can't really say the word because
I have to say
the word. Hall.
You don't have
if I were at Loyola, I might, but I can't.
They're allowed to over there. I didn't realize that was how it worked.
Just put in Stephen A. Smith, Kobe Bryant, and then I don't know what you want to put. You want to put N-word? Is that like? Would that get it on Google?
Yeah. Hang on, Stephen A. Smith.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
No, we don't have to watch 11 minutes. It's 25 seconds.
We might never get the appropriate.
It's there somewhere, right? I mean, it's got to be in there. It's in the archives. It's got to be in the archives somewhere.
Hang on. I might have found it. I might have found it.
So you listen to that. Let's do this, Griffin. You listen.
Yeah, you determine what was said.
You tell us what was said.
Oh no, they got rid of it too. I think ESPN might have.
Oh, did they really?
I think they might have.
Really?
But look, man. He said, "You know what? Please."
For sure.
In what was a very familiar. That was something that you were hearing a lot at that time.
Right. It was a saying.
Yes. Yeah,
I can't believe we can't find it.
I think ESPN might have swept that.
They've ruined
it was
the internet.
over a decade ago. I think they might.
Yeah, but they're still Victor Brick stuff up.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, this is what happens when you go to try to play the video. It ain't.
Oh,
it ain't there. I think ESPN.
So Stephen A. Smith took it down.
Went well out of their way to try to make.
Anyway, I'll go back to what I said.
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson isn't missing a game because of a hamstring.
I'm really confused by these two varying reports. Now, like, it's hilarious because, again, as Ian Rappaport says, I don't know where 2 to 3 weeks came from. He then follows it up by saying, well, it looks like Cooper Rush is going to be playing. So, like, if what he's trying to suggest is there's really a chance that Lamar could play next week against the Rams.
I got it right here.
What? You found it?
Yeah.
The actual video?
Yeah.
Really?
I got it. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Let me see it.
It's up. It's there.
All right. Well, forward it to him.
Well, here, just type this in. Just type that.
Lord.
See what I typed into the YouTube search bar?
Yeah. No,
See what I typed?
Can't do that.
Type that into the
No,
YouTube
you'll
search
be
bar.
good.
That's
You'll-
all you got to
you'll be
do.
good at that.
And it'll pop right up.
So yesterday,
Do
Brian.
you think Lamar's tough?
Yes. I
Do you-
think he's insanely tough.
Do you really?
I can't believe you're asking that question. What are you basing that on?
I just asked you a question. Do you
What
think he's?
the world?
Do you think he's tough? I just asked you the question. I
And
didn't.
Why are you asking the question?
Because he's hurt. And I'm asking you if you think he's tough.
Again.
Okay, here we go. You tell me what you think he said.
I regret everything about
You
it.
ready?
I regret this.
I'm just telling you, Lamar's not missing a game because of his hamstring.
I think he might.
Going on, he'll be just fine. Opening night, Kobe Bryant is gonna miss it because my foot is sprained. Are y'all crazy? Please. It's a waste of time.
Enough about that. Back to Dante.
Who is
Okay.
that? Who is that was on the face?
Okay, now you tell me. Actually, don't tell
No,
us what you think he said.
definitely
But
don't
what do
do
you
that.
think he said, Griff?
I think he said, "Come on, dude, please."
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you think he said. I love.
And the
it.
best part is
This is what Drew brought to the table.
But the
It's a
best part is
13-year-old clip. Of
the best
Stephen
part
A.
is
Smith.
afterwards when he said, "I'm from New York and I."
Enough about that.
Oh.
My foot is sprained. Are y'all crazy? Please. It's a waste of
Enough
time.
about that.
Yeah, he said Kobe.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, Kobe, please. Anyway, so yeah, Lamar's not missing a game because of his hamstring. He's just not.
I think it's quite possible that Lamar is
No, he's
missing at least a game because of his hamstring. I think that.
Well, we're in trouble if that's the case.
Well, I agree with that. Hang on. Wait. If that's the case, they're in trouble no matter what the case is.
Do you think that seriously?
Yes.
You do?
Seriously. What are they putting out there defensively, Drew?
Okay, but they're going to beat the if Lamar's healthy, they're beating the Texans.
You can keep saying
Now,
that.
come
all you
on.
want. You can keep saying that.
They're not
You
losing to
can't-
the freaking Texans.
You can't tell me how this defense is stopping anyone right now. Anyone.
It's the Texans.
Yeah, it was
they might lose to the Rams 44-20.
The Chiefs couldn't score points. All of a sudden, they face the Ravens. They look like Patrick Mahomes' second NFL season.
They might lose to the Rams 44-20.
But I don't understand why you're confident they're going to beat the Texans.
The Texans are terrible.
Are they?
If we're keeping it a buck, that would the Texans.
Have you seen the Ravens' defense?
By the way, that's the clip of the year so far.
What?
Cam Ward.
Oh,
If we're keeping it a buck, we asked.
We asked. But then the one from Breece Hall this week was really good, too.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I couldn't find a video. Of
I
it.
know, right?
I didn't see that.
Some people shoot themselves in the foot. We shoot it. We come along and shoot ourselves in the head.
Oh my God! Did he say that?
He really did.
Did he really? I wanted to ask you. I was driving in. I'm like, I got to ask Glenn a couple things because I don't feel like talking about all the rest of the stuff.
Good. Why would we talk about?
What
the
did you think? I didn't write about this, but I really wanted to. What did you think about the thing at Virginia the other night?
I think I am.
Them rushing the field
Yeah.
like that?
Have they found the Florida State kid yet?
I don't know. I don't know. It's insane, man.
I mean, the ball.
Well, yeah, correct. The play wasn't over. The play wasn't over.
I don't
and they
think it
were on the
was.
field. I don't know what to say about that, right? Because I don't know what you do. I really don't know. Short of how many part-time game day security officers would you have to hire
To stop that from
to
happening?
stop that from occurring?
You wouldn't be able to hire him.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's anything that you can do about
Right.
it.
By the way, thanks a lot, Aaron Judge. I'll punch you right in the face.
Because
Thanks a lot, Rob.
Because I had Volpe with a home run and Bregman with 2 or more total bases and Judge with a home run.
well, how'd that work out for you?
Yep. Well, not good. And I'll punch him right in the face. when I see
Drew
him.
the
How would
Yankee.
you bet for runs
Drew
that
the
he scored
Yankees
in a
fan
playoff
over there.
game with Crochet and Fried on the mound?
But I had the first guy right.
First of all, the Orioles, it's ridiculous they didn't trade for Garrett Crochet. That was the only thing I was thinking watching him deal last night.
He's pretty good.
I would take him.
So was
I
the
would take him.
Scubal guy.
Yeah. So are most. It's weird.
Scubble.
It's weird how that works in a
Watch this. Here's the play.
doing?
We're doing old school radio today.
This is what
This
we're
is like
doing?
we used to do.
We have a guest in a couple minutes.
Look at
I'm
this.
warning you.
There it is. And
Play with it,
look at the kid. You don't.
know.
The kid from
He's
Florida
gone.
State's dead.
He's gone forever. He will be.
I'm telling you, he's still there in the crowd somewhere. Look, it's unbelievable.
What team is he play? Did you see that? I love that, dude. The guy giving the double.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Why? Here's a.
By the way, it's apparently Castellano.
This is a dumb question. Well,
I got it wrong too.
because I don't follow college football that much. Why was that? Why was that storm the field worthy? Because
Well, it's Virginia
it was
football for what it's worth.
Okay.
I mean, let's be.
When Maryland beats Indiana in 4 weeks,
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Stop it. Maryland
No,
beat
I
USC
mean-
last year. I think USC won 3 games.
But-
and Maryland fans stormed
won.
the
They
field.
had a bowl game.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that USC made a bowl game last year. I'm not certain. That has way more to do with this. Somewhere else they stormed the
Yeah,
field.
they had the Las Vegas Bowl.
Okay.
They played,
Somewhere else
Yeah,
they
they
stormed.
played their
A&M.
correct.
Yeah.
They beat Texas A&M.
Everybody knows that. Somewhere else they stormed the field last week, but it was nobody could decide if they wanted to storm the field or not. And so it took forever. Like a handful of kids raced out there, and then everybody looked around like, "You guys coming? You guys coming with us?" Who were the other ranked teams that lost last week?
Not like let's
Oh,
see.
thanks a lot.
Yeah, way to go.
This is why I turn to my college football
Yeah,
experts.
I'm
that I
the
know.
only
Well,
one
I mean,
that
I
knows.
watched
Right?
the two
I
big
know you're
ones.
the guy. You're the guy. That's
Road
what
teams
TikTok
won
said.
the two big ones.
Penn State.
Penn
State lost.
Arizona State beat TCU.
Oh yeah, who cares about that game?
Arizona State beat TCU. Also on Friday night, TCU was ranked 24th. And the Arizona State kids, a handful of them are like, we're rushing the field.
We're going.
And then everybody's like, why would we do that? It's TCU. What are we doing? But then they're like, well, these guys are already out there. I guess we're just going to have to go ahead and do that. I guess we're just going to have no choice but to continue rushing the field.
Take a call there.
I saw that you took the call. Here, give him Brees Hall.
Okay, let's hear this.
This is great. Brees Hall,
Right.
the Jets lose the Dolphins on Monday night. He's going through it. You can understand why. Brees Hall meets with the reporters afterwards.
Okay.
It's just a tale of, 3 out of our 4 losses. Teams will shoot themselves in the foot, then we come back and shoot ourselves in the head. So you can't win if,
It's not wrong.
defensively. If,
Yeah, well, if you shoot
know,
yourself in the
Yeah,
head.
it's really hard. Really hard to win. They go and shoot
Right.
themselves in the foot. We got to one-up it by
That
shooting
ain't
ourselves
Stephen
in
A.
the head.
Smith, but it's close.
It's not Stephen A. Smith. I understand that. Else, did you prepare anything else for today, or are you tapped out now?
Well, I
So
mean,
what
we're
are
going
the
to go
clips
through
you
Ryder
guys?
Cup stuff, right?
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
we're not,
go through-
don't waste it now. We have a guest. Don't waste it.
Sure.
I do actually want to address it with you.
Okay. Let's address it.
Anything else that you prepared, so I can just get that out of the way, so we can get to doing the show.
Coward Hall 4, McDonough 2, and
There
soccer.
we go. All right.
Big
Anything- What else? Keep going. Keep going.
Well, baseball was great yesterday.
Uh huh.
Yankees load the bases in the ninth.
Yeah. Well, how about the Guardians?
Chapman-
The Guardians let off the ninth with the runner on third and nobody out and couldn't get him home.
How about
One-run game.
Chapman? Manny, what's going on with him? Is he on the juice or
Oh,
something?
he's
How
got it. I mean, there's something. I don't. It's insane. Yeah, it's insane. It's nuts.
I mean, this
Maybe
is a
practice harder.
Yeah, it's probably what it is.
this is a little bit of a career revival for him, right?
It's quite the career.
playing-
No,
he's
right?
playing
I
really
mean,
well.
It's not
I
a
would
little
say-
bit of one.
But I would say I can't even name all the teams, but I would say 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe it's
He had been moved to the scrap heap.
yeah.
Yes.
When,
Yes.
when did the Cubs win? 19? When did the Cubs win?
17.
7?
16, yes. 16.
The Cubs won in 16? Holy hell.
Yeah.
He gave up that home run in 16?
Mm-hmm.
So by 21, I can't even name all the teams he's been on it, but I'm going to give it a
Sure, this is
No,
this is the
but
good-
I'm saying
why would we talk about the
what?
Ravens?
Yeah, they're done.
We can guess
Um,
what teams Aroldis Chapman played for.
No. But what happened to him? Like he was done.
Well, his velocity
When the
was
Yankees
down.
got rid of him, he was finished. Did he go to Kansas City?
Yeah, he did have a stint in Kansas City. for
Okay.
sure.
I mean, this is
Texas.
Yeah.
But he wasn't good with Texas.
but this
during
is
that.
alarming.
Yes.
It's Cal Raleigh-ish suspicious.
Oh, you're doing that. You're on that train.
Oh, you're going to be that guy?
I mean, this is. But
That's
this is-
okay. You could be that guy.
No. I'm that guy. Anybody has a good season, they're on steroids. That's what we're doing. Was Aaron Judge on steroids? I'm asking.
No. Wait a minute.
No. Is Aaron Judge
Hold
on
on. No.
I'm asking you a question.
We're not doing that.
Is Aaron Judge on steroids?
I'll answer that after you pull up Cal Raleigh's stats.
I'm aware of what Cal Raleigh's stats are.
Okay.
Is Aaron Judge on steroids? This is everyone who hits 60 home runs. Is anyone who hits a ton of home runs on steroids?
When you hit 30 the year before, 24 the year before, and then you hit 60.
Well, that's what happened to Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
He went from 39 to 62. Is he on steroids?
He was. He's not now.
Oh, okay, now he's just
No, he's just a good hitter.
now he's just a good hitter.
No, but I'm saying, like, I don't know, man. It's crazy what these guys did. Now I'm asking a question, and I don't know the answer to this.
Mm-hmm.
Did Chapman have Tommy John?
Did
Chapman ever have Tommy John?
I have no idea. I've not followed. Why?
Like, I could
What
see-
is your obsession with this topic?
Because it was the bottom of the ninth last night.
Drew wants to know what he ate for dinner. We
No,
want to know his.
it's the bottom of the ninth
Right,
last
he
night.
plays for the Red Sox. F him. And he's a terrible human being on top of it.
It's bottom of the ninth. It looks like
I'm
he's
aware.
going to implode.
Yes.
I'm just asking you if he had Tommy John.
You're
like,
obsessed with Aroldis Chapman.
I'm obsessed with someone who stunk
Yes.
and now all of a sudden is really good again.
Okay. What do you want out of this?
What I wanted was the over to hit.
Well, that's okay. Now I understand what's going on. All right, I take it all back. It all makes sense.
That's what I wanted.
Sorry. This is on me. This is on me. I should have
You
known
got to
all
think
along.
deeper when you're around me.
Should have known all along. what was
Qui
going
bono,
on.
who benefits?
Yep. Today's show.
Nobody benefited from him getting out of that inning last night. I can tell you that.
Brought to you by Live Casino and Hotel, the best place to watch all of the big games. Every fight night, always inside sports and social at Live Casino and Hotel. 100-foot media wall, just steps away from the FanDuel Sportsbook. Incredible food, drink specials, Live Casino and Hotel. Ravens look like they might be without Lamar Jackson this Sunday, but some conflicting reports. Baltimore Sun says yesterday he's out for 2 to 3 weeks. Ian Rappaport says this morning he's going to try to play on Sunday, may or may not go, doesn't know where this 2 to 3 week thing came from. Let's try to figure out what might be going on with the hamstring injury. Joining us now, someone we always enjoy talking to. He is the former Chargers team doctor, now SEC score, and you follow him on Pro Football Doc. He is our friend Dr. David Chao, and he's back with us now here on GCR. Doc, it's Glenn in Baltimore. Drew Forrester is in the studio with me today. Thank you for taking the time for us, as always.
Thanks for having me on. And I know SEC sounds good, but it's SIC.
Did I say
Six
SEC?
Score, Sports Injury
I
Central,
know what it
not
is.
the college football, but all good.
I apologize. I apologize.
All good.
Doc, okay, my guess is this is the nature of a hamstring injury, but it's weird that we get one report yesterday that says definitively 2 to 3 weeks, no way Lamar could play, and then we get another report today that says, no, Lamar's going to try to play this week. What do we make of this? What's more likely to be true, and is this just the nature of we don't know when it comes to a hamstring?
Well, reporters do a great job, but everyone's reporters are not based on an exam. They're not based on fact. They're based on a source. So it really depends on the source. And for full disclosure, as you know, Glenn, my stuff is based on insider knowledge from being an NFL head team physician and from video and from reading the tea leaves. So I'm not definitive either.
Right.
It's about injury interpretation. And return to play is the trickiest thing out there in the sense that medically you have to allow them to play. The player has to say, I feel good enough to play. And the team has to say, this is a good idea. Okay, let's compare Jackson Dart. He had a hamstring too. He finished the game. Does that make Jackson Dart more tough than Lamar Jackson? No. It was game script circumstance. He felt good enough to go, and it was a tight contest. Lamar Jackson, no matter how bad his hamstring was, minor or bad, is it really smart when you're down 3+ scores, you need dynamic quarterback play to come back to keep them in the game? Yes, Lamar Jackson gives you a better chance to win the game, but what if you made a mild hamstring strain worse and turned it into a 6-8 week deal? What would people be saying about John Harbaugh and company and Lamar then? It would be a very dumb decision. So discretion is often the better part of valor. So I don't make a lot of this criticism of he could have, he shouldn't have, or he did, or he could play or not play. I guarantee you, if it were a playoff game and a tie score, he would be playing. I guarantee you, if this is for the playoffs this week in week 5, he would be playing through whatever hamstring that he has. So a lot goes into the decision-making of return to play functionality, and it's a complex issue. If indeed he truly has a grade 2 hamstring strain, and I don't know that he does. I saw one report of that, one isolated report. He's out for longer than 2 to 3 weeks. So I don't know what the truth of the matter is. I have to look at what's out there. By video, it didn't seem significant to me, but in no way, shape, or form am I calling Lamar Jackson soft for not staying in the game. In no way, shape, or form am I saying John Harbaugh made the wrong decision to pull him or sit him or not having him play the game. You have to play the long game here, and I think they were being smart.
Doc, I wonder, because what you're alluding to, like, does it feel like you say, hey, if this is for the playoffs, so somebody would say the Ravens are 1-3 right now, right? Like, isn't every week kind of desperation at this mode? Does it feel like maybe that 2 to 3 week number is, hey, we don't want a limited version of Lamar Jackson. We want Lamar Jackson. I think there are already people that were wondering if there were times this season where he should have been taking off and running and seemed uninterested or unwilling to do it. Is it possible that it could be hey, we've got a bye coming up after 2 weeks. It might be best for everyone involved to make sure that coming out of the bye, we have the 100% version of Lamar Jackson.
And that's what I mean about return to play decisions. It's multifactorial. And what do I mean by that? Like, there's a lot of times where I've been in the room with the coaches and had a discussion. This guy's 85%. And the coach will say, well, 85% is what is better than what we got. This is a divisional game. Let's play him. On another case, it'll be the same player with 85%, and they'll say, let's not play him. Let's not play him because we can get through this game without him, and we don't want to turn an injury where he could be fine in 1 week to something where he's out 4 to 6 weeks. So it's a very complicated discussion. It's not just about can he or can't he. I guarantee you that Lamar Jackson could take the field on Sunday. The question is at what percent, and is that the smart decision to make for Jackson and for the team?
It's an interesting thing to play out, particularly, again, given their record at 1-3 and how much things could get worse. And that might have something to do with why Lamar Jackson wants to try to play this week. Dr. David Chao is with us. Again, SICscore.com. That's where you find him. Doc, I wonder one more on Lamar, then I want to touch on a couple of other Ravens injury issues. I alluded to the idea that there have been times this season where it hasn't. In watching him, had he looked 100% to you before the injury occurred?
Well, admittedly, on Sundays, we're in the war room. We got 8+ games on, right? And so I get some limited views, so you probably see more of him than me. On the one-off games, I get better views of Lamar. I will admit that I hadn't noticed anything in terms of what you're saying physically or otherwise. Has he, sometimes when you're a little hesitant to run, maybe it's more about game plan, script, staying away from injury, and perhaps eyes downfield on what else is available. But medically and physically, I haven't noted anything on him.
The other injuries, and there are quite many of them for the Baltimore Ravens. Let me start with Nnamdi Madubuike, who we know is going to be out for the rest of the season due to a neck injury. I don't believe we still have any of the other details at this point. John Harbaugh was asked the other day about whether or not this could be impactful and could end up being a career ender for Nnamdi Madubuike, and I think we understand why, because we're talking about the neck. What is it that, you're monitoring? What is it, that could be going on that might end up being impactful as to whether or not Nnamdi Madubuike can ever play football again?
Well, I hope that's not the case. But 2 weeks ago, when this injury flared up out of nowhere, doing our best medical detective work, we started saying at Sports Injury Central, potential neck surgery and headed for IR. Now, no one said anything about surgery yet, but he certainly is on IR. And it seems like there's an issue involving the nerve/spinal cord. You got to be very careful if it involves the spinal cord. And it's not impossible that he could, let's say, have surgery and then salvage his career and return to play. But it seems at this point in time, he's long range out for the Ravens. And that's really unfortunate. Like, I hope your listeners won't hate me, but going into the game, we do a lot of injury analysis, and we were very solid on our sick picks at Sports Injury Central that KC was the favored team, even though they're getting points. Why? Because of the defensive injuries for the Ravens, and that was going into the KC game. All three of your defensive front were out, and no Kyle Van Noy. Now you add to it your top run-stopping linebacker and your number 1 and number 2 corner. It got worse.
Yeah, you bring that up. Marlon Humphrey, Roquan Smith, both reports have been the 2 to 3 week variety. Does that sound right to you on both of those? The timeline that out of the bye they should be okay?
Well, I think the 2 to 3 timeline is hopeful that they'll be okay out of the bye. Not guaranteed. Okay. Calf injuries can linger. Hamstrings depend on the degree, especially the type of player Roquan Smith is, sideline to sideline. So if I were a Ravens fan and said, are you happy if we get Marlon Humphrey and Roquan Smith back after the bye and they miss 2 games? I'd say, yes, that is a good timeline, not a guaranteed timeline.
The other one, and I didn't see if you did a video about Nate Wiggins. Did you see that one?
Nate Wiggins, we know elbow, and I will admit we haven't done a video, or there's so many injuries around the league, and that I haven't gotten to the details on that one, and I don't want to be guessing.
Okay, I appreciate it. It didn't look good. It looked the fall looked really bad, but again, the word was that it wasn't season ending, so hopefully that's the case. But other than
there's worry for elbow dislocation, but I can't say that definitively yet.
You got any bad news you want to pass along to us, Doc?
Well, Glenn, let me remind you, if you would call at different times, I would be the bearer of better news. And let me repeat to you and your listeners who always are going to hate on me, because when you call is when there are injury issues. And I don't think I delivered bad news on Lamar Jackson. And here's my thing. Here's my thing for you. As I told many a GM who would pull out their hair and be mad at me when I would meet with them on Monday with the injury list, I would literally tell them, I'm Paul Revere. I'm not the British. I'm not invading. I'm not hurting the players. I'm just telling you they're here.
Yep. That's the reality. I appreciate it. At Pro Football Doc, and again, SIC Score. Remind everybody what they're finding there.
We're going to find all sorts of injury analysis, field views, who's the healthier sides, and then it helps you be better at fantasy, DFS, and if you're in a legal wagering state, make some money.
Dr. David Chao, despite the fact that it's never pleasant, I still always appreciate you taking the time for us. Thank you for joining us this morning, and hopefully we won't be talking for a little while.
Thanks. Okay.
Dr. David Chao, former Chargers team doctor, with us here on GCR.
There's legal gambling?
Yeah. Why have you been doing it the other way for so?
Yeah, right.
Why wouldn't you do
Weird.
that? Avoiding all of that. If the scenario was, hey, Lamar could play on Sunday, but he wouldn't be Lamar Jackson. He wouldn't be the threat to run that you would want him to be. And there is risk about making it worse. But you're 1-3, and you're in real danger of this thing coming completely unglued. What do you do?
He's got to play. He has to play because your schedule is such that there are 4 homecoming games, and you got to win those 4. And they got to win this one. If he plays this week and he's 85%, and the same thing happens to him, it's fourth quarter, we're winning 24-10, and he feels it in his hamstring, and then he can't play against the Rams, okay. Might not win that one anyway. But he's got to play in these homecoming games. He just has to. We got to win this game, 2-3. Okay, now it's coin flip with the Rams. No, maybe we steal one. But if we don't, we're okay. We got the Bears and the Dolphins after that. But he's got to play this week. That's what I say. You got to win these freebies. You just have to.
He keeps saying freebies. I'm really struggling.
Because they're terrible.
You keep saying that. Like
the Ravens are 1-3. Are they?
The Ravens have also played.
Yeah.
3.5. Well, three good teams and the Browns.
Yeah.
Right. But he has to play this week.
I am.
You got to man up and play.
I'm in this weird place where, like, for vibe's sake, you can't be 1-5. In a tangible sense, I don't really know if that's true. And it's
no, you can't be 1-5.
You say that, and I understand why you're saying that. But the season doesn't end that day. And if what you're worried about is that everybody just quits and gives up, I don't buy that from this group of players. What?
I just don't agree with that. I think if they're 1-5, I do think guys have a tendency when they're 1-5, and then they come back and they play the Bears and the Dolphins, and they. I'm spitballing.
Well, yeah, if it goes to 1-7, it's over,
no. They go 2-5, then they go 2-6. Guys,
you're saying they're going to lose the Dolphins?
I'm saying if guys don't come back, and if that happens, and they're 2-6, then they're done.
Well, I agree that at some point they are, but 1-5 to me isn't where they're done. And if you come back with that,
I just don't agree with that. I think there's just too. These guys aren't stupid. They know if we're 1-5 now, we're losing 8 games and we're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case, and I don't know why that would be the case. You're telling me about how easy the schedule is. Why would it be the case that if they're 1-5, they'll just lose all the games instead of?
Because they have 4 gimmies and they have 6 other games that are hard. That's why.
What do you think are the hard games?
Well, going to Minnesota is going to be difficult.
I agree that one's difficult.
That one's going to be.
And the Packers game is.
The Rams are going to be difficult.
But we're already. I'm saying in a scenario they're 1-5.
You're talking about after. Okay,
if they're 1-5.
Gotcha.
Tell me from there how many games they can't win.
Well, is Lamar playing or not playing?
I'm saying in this scenario, if Lamar doesn't play the next 2 weeks,
okay,
because they think they're going to get a 100%,
and then he comes back, then they're 1-5.
Right.
They lose this week and they're 1-5. Oh my gosh. Then after that, as I'm doing
if they lose this week, they're not 1-5. They lose next week.
No, right. But if they're 1-5,
yes,
and then Lamar comes back, they
Correct.
still have Pittsburgh twice.
Mm-hmm.
They have the Bengals twice, which won't matter,
right?
Because they're terrible.
Yes.
Joe Burrow's back at some point in December. They think?
Nah,
at this point, there's almost no chance
forget
that Joe
that.
Burrow. If
he's done for the year.
Imagine
because they're going to be the same thing.
Imagine being 3-10 and being like, let's bring Joe Burrow out there to risk
their
him
scenario is almost identical to the scenario.
What's that?
They like Jake Browning.
No,
maybe they win.
He's
2 games.
terrible too.
I know.
Their scenario.
The internet really wants them to trade for Jameis Winston. The internet is really pushing.
But their scenario is identical to the scenario of the Jets last year. Identical. They're trying to hang on long enough to convince Burrow that on December the 14th, I'm just making that date up, we're going to be 6-7. And if you come back and we win those last 3 or 4 or whatever the math, we got a chance. Like, that's all they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying to their team.
But it's looking more and more difficult.
He's not coming back.
The only way they could win was with Joe Burrow. They built a team that was predicated on Joe Burrow has
same
to
with the
carry
Ravens.
us. To some extent, yes.
Same with the Ravens. Same with every one of these teams.
On paper, the Ravens' defense shouldn't have been this bad.
But they're not winning without Lamar.
Well, in general, I agree, yes.
Period.
In general.
The Chiefs aren't winning without Mahomes. They're just not.
But those, there's still a difference. The Bengals are putrid with what they put on together defensively and up front on the offensive line. Untenable.
Okay, but the results are the same.
I
don't care if we lose 27-23 or 44-10.
The Ravens, in a world where if they were 3-1 this week, coming into this week, right, and they said, "Hey, Lamar Jackson's not going to be able to play on Sunday," if that was what was going on, then there is a world where you could say, if they don't have all these defensive injuries, you could
We'll win 13-10.
Run the ball with Derrick Henry, play defense
for sure.
The Bengals can't do that.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
They don't have the ability to
I'll
do
agree with that. I'll give you the serve on that. You're right. That's fair. But with that, this is all Lamar. It all revolves around Lamar. If Lamar's healthy, they have a puncher's chance of winning most of the time, right? But they're going to have an issue for sure with Pittsburgh. They're definitely going to have an issue with Minnesota. I'm doing this off the top of my head now. They're going to have an issue with the Chargers. Play the Chargers again or no?
They're not the Chargers.
Who do they have? They have one other weird game like that. Don't they have an out of?
Their schedule is Chicago, at Miami, at Minnesota, at Cleveland, Jets, Bengals, Steelers, at the Patriots. That's the other one.
Oh, maybe that was the weird one.
Yeah, that was at home.
Yeah,
the Patriots look good, but it's
okay.
at home. And if you have Lamar Jackson, you're going to field.
So if they start 1-5 in your mind, is the best they can do realistically? Because I know if they start 1-5, they could go 12-5. What's realistically? 10-7.
10-7 is the most realistic. But I again, how bad is the defense at that point? If the defense is that bad,
well, the defense is no good.
But right now, it's no good.
And it's not getting better.
It's going to get better.
No, it isn't. No, it's not.
They're playing. They're playing right now. The players that we've been playing at Temple. They're not even playing NFL players at the moment.
They were playing NFL players the first week. They gave up
playing
100.
Josh Allen in that.
They gave up
game.
120 points.
100%.
They gave up 75 points to the Lions.
The Minnesota Vikings aren't doing that to them. If they have those guys.
The
if
defense
they have those
isn't
guys.
I got news for you.
We're having two different conversations.
Captain,
I don't think the defense is going to be very good.
Captain Promise.
The defense can be better than this.
I don't think so.
This is abominable because they don't even have NFL players out there right now. They can be better than this. So it's somewhere in between these two things.
Even under your best, most optimistic scenario, they stink. They don't rush the passer. They have no interior pressure at all.
But
they're terrible. You got to come to grips with that. I know you're working for the team now.
Yes, I'm working for the team, as you can tell.
Hey, Rock, you got.
Lord.
Now you know how Rock feels.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
They're terrible.
Very similar.
Defensively, they're terrible.
No one's disagreeing that they're terrible defensively, but part of that is
Are you surprised they didn't fire Zach Orr?
No, because
you're not.
If they do it during the bye. You don't make that change 2 weeks before the bye week. You just don't. Like it's reckless. Like
I don't know about that.
It is.
Maybe.
You have the time frame to say, hey, if we need to do this differently, we've got the time to do it. It's going to be during the bye. It's that everyone is assuming that the season is over if you lose the next two games, there's no way to come back from it. And I get it.
Well, part of it is I will acquiesce on that to say I am the eternal optimist. So I would agree with you because I do look at it from a coach's mentality, which is we're not done. We're 1-5. We're going to dig in and kick some ass, and we're coming back, and we're going to be okay. I do subscribe to that. I also subscribe.
Hire Drew?
No, but I also do subscribe to it's how you lose, and I said that last week. If they go in there and they fight with those guys last week, and it's 24-21, and they bite and scratch, and the crazy guy kicks a field goal at the buzzer, okay. But that's not what happened.
They look
gutless. They got some injuries during the course of the game, but there were some really off. I put off in quotes. There were some really off things about that game that did not look good.
There were lots
optically.
of things about it that didn't look good optically.
Yeah.
But this thing where we're like, well, these guys are quit.
But
Stop. It's
I didn't say they quit.
I'm not saying you say
yeah, I didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
I do think
effing nonsense. No one likes to lose. When you're getting your ass kicked, your body language isn't going to be, we got this. My God.
Okay, but you also do have to be at least willing to say that it is a little bit of it is in the presentation. It is about how you lose. If somehow, and I don't think this is happening this Sunday, but if somehow the Texans come in here and ring up 33 points on them,
yeah,
right? I don't care that the guys are hurt.
Possible that happens.
I don't see that.
What is this defensive line doing?
I just don't. I know they got great helmets, but I don't see it personally. But I should give some credit to the helmets. But if the Rams could do it for sure, if the Rams come in here and throw up a 40 burger on us,
I think every team can do it right now, other than the Browns. The Browns can't.
So,
but short of that.
But let's dismiss that for a second. Mm-hmm. Like let's table this part of the discussion for a second to go back to how they got to this position in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Like where did we go wrong? This is not unlike probably what Keegan Bradley's saying. Like where did this all go sideways? Some of it's got to go on Eric.
Some of it goes on there, but again,
some of it's got to go on the way the compilation of the team. Like this is and some of it probably has to go to Zach Orr. Like this, but this is terrible.
A lot of it has to go on John Harbaugh. Like there's a million places where it goes. You're saying it's terrible, but it's
been terrible all year.
It's a chicken and the egg thing. It wasn't this bad against the Bills. They did do the thing that they normally do, that the good Ravens teams had done in that game. It wasn't this bad. It was just sort of what they do. That game is an outlier. The last 2 weeks have been disastrous. The last 2 weeks also line up with Nnamdi Madubuike not being on the field.
Oh, sure. Van Noy out hurts him. Madubuike being out hurts him. No Ray Lewis is killing him.
Yeah, it really is. The lack
John
of what
hadn't won since he had Ray and Ed Reed.
It's a great point. It's a really good point.
That's what everybody
when you bring it up. But the lack of what they had up front, the thing that
their defensive line is terrible.
That we danced around before the season and said, hey, they're a little thin in the front seven.
Right. But that's like saying Roseanne Barr's a little fat. In the old days. I think she's slimmed down now. Ozempic. I think she's slimmed down.
If you heard, we can't have any fat generals anymore. We're not doing fat generals.
Yeah, we got a fat president, but other than that. But he's not really fat because he weighs 239, and obesity is 240.
Amazing. It's just amazing.
That dude is 300 pounds for sure.
It said 239. And Evan said, you got it, sir.
Yeah, but it said 239. I said, which leg?
Right.
239.
The biggest, to me, biggest
Yokozuna was 260.
Is their depth up front. Their depth up front has not been there, and it's why. Like this is the weird part. You don't blame. None of this is Mike Green's fault. But this working.
I thought he was going to the Hall of Fame. What happened to him?
This working required Mike Green to be the top 15 pick that many people thought he could be immediately. For any of this to work, it required him to be that guy. But there was reason to think, from a talent perspective, that he was capable of being that guy. He's not been that guy. Now, is that on him? Is that, to your point, on Zach Orr, that hasn't figured out how to allow him to be that guy? I'm not sure. I would have been, by the way, for the record, I would have been fine if they moved on from Zach Orr, because I just don't have any evidence that I know definitively Zach Orr is a high-level defensive coordinator. And this has been so bad.
Well, nothing has showed you that. Right. I mean, other than John's loyalty to him, which is noble.
Well, and statistically, that they were very good in the second half of the season last year. But even that is mitigated by we just don't know what the line was between that being about Zach Orr and that being about the presence of Dean Pease. We just don't know. They're going to say it was Zach Orr. It was Zach. Because that's the guy that's here. They're not going to say.
But look, he was. The truth is, he was always a curious hire, right? He was always a curious hire. Like he didn't have a defensive coordinator pedigree.
Well, because he hadn't been a defensive coordinator yet.
Right.
But that's normally the way this works.
But John was also a curious hire.
Well, okay, but like...
No, I'm saying
if you're saying that you can never hire somebody that you're elevating to the job, that you can only ever hire people, he was on the trajectory. He was someone that other teams had interest in talking to. It wasn't like...
I wish they would have talked to him more. I don't know, man. They're terrible.
It's not good.
It is not good.
Not good.
And it's so. Here's what I said this to somebody the other day. Somebody said, "Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry about the Ravens?" And I said, I think a lot of it has to do. I know I'm going to say this. You're going to laugh, but I think you should do a deep dive into this. A lot of it has to do with the coming of the, or has to do with the arrival, if you will, of the end of the baseball season. And the fact that
this is what you have.
There's no more distraction.
Yeah, but
then last night
we only barely had baseball season.
Okay, but for the last 2 years, the last 2 years we've been carried through October.
Right.
And now you got to watch these two franchises last night play one another. The good news is one of them is going to lose. Bad news is
to watch.
Well, I like sports.
Do you?
The bad news is one of them.
Where does Thomas Castellanos play?
Doesn't he play for Virginia?
Yeah, very good. Well done.
Anyway, but the bad news is one of them's going to win. But neither here nor there. The arrival of the end of the baseball season means you fully turn your focus to football. At least I do, because I do love baseball and I love the playoffs. And I still watched every game, parts of every game yesterday. I love baseball, but now you're you situate. Now you look at this team and you're like, what am I going to do now between now and December?
There's a lot of that.
If they flatline,
yeah.
what are you going to?
We got nothing. We got nothing. But
I'm not saying this to pick on the Bengals, but like,
miserable.
What do you
weather.
have in Cincinnati when the Reds lose tonight 7-1 and they're done and the Bengals are done? What do you got? Cincinnati basketball?
Yeah, I don't have the answer.
So we're facing that a little bit, right? That to me is part of why I don't know that people on the internet want to say this, because I don't know that they think about it this deeply, but I do think that that's what's bothering some people. The baseball team stunk, and we tabled that by saying it's okay because the football team is going to be really good.
Yeah, well,
so this is very aggravating to me.
I would say that part of it means the baseball part is less relevant. Like, everybody thought this team was going to win the Super Bowl. A
lot of people did. I did.
Yeah, this wasn't.
I certainly
supposed
did.
To be this.
I mean, I thought. I don't say that often.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, I've probably said that 2 times in the last 10 years. Like, I definitely thought they were going to win the Super Bowl.
And I think that's what makes this so painful, is what in the entire F.
But I do disagree a little bit about the 1-5 thing. I think if they lose the next 2, they're done.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's going to feel like they're done. I think we're going to have – that's all we're going to say, and everybody's going to be pissed off that they haven't fired John Harbaugh yet. I think it's going to be ugly around here. But I don't think they're done at 1-5. Because
I think if they don't make the playoffs, that is the end of the road for John.
I think there's no doubt. I don't even know that it matters if they make – like, I think that that actually does become – they can't move the goalposts. It can't be, hey, we went to 1-5, but then they really rallied back to get into the playoffs. And sure, they lost in the first round again, but – there has to be.
But John, I think I could be wrong on this, but I think John gets an extra year tacked on if they make the playoffs every year. I think that's in his deal.
And at some point, they're going to have to say.
Well, at some point, Steve's got to say,
right, we're going to pay it for
I'm just going to give you the $11 million.
That's the way
I don't care.
It's
right? I love you, but
it just can't keep going on forever. So it can't be that you're moving the goalposts because of this, which is sort of what we've been done in talking about whether or not Tony Mansolino should be the manager. Well, look, he was a 500 manager.
I don't even. Do you want to talk about that on Monday? Or are you not allowed to talk about that?
Which part of it?
Having him sitting there.
I said it was weird from the get-go.
Oh, you did?
Absolutely,
it was beyond bizarre.
It's weird.
Well, he's the manager, right?
Well, but he's not.
He is.
But he's not anymore.
He has to be the manager.
Why does he have to be the manager?
He sat there and talked about next year.
Potentially.
If he isn't the manager, that was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen.
The reason why I disagree with you, I think what it is pretty clear. I think they want Tony Mansolino to be a part of whoever the manager is next year. And so because of that...
Hey, Tony, we're not going to hire you, but why don't you stick around?
I think they want him to hang around. I think they want him to be around
Only a pansy would do that. Do you want me to be the man? I managed the team.
But what are his options? He's not in play to get a manager side. He was a 500 interim manager.
Okay.
He's not a hot commodity.
Okay, but I took over a moribund.
Right, but they weren't supposed to be moribund. You're moving the goalposts.
No, I'm not.
If going into the season we had said the Orioles are going to finish 500, we would have said that guy needs to be fired.
Hold on. That's not what happened.
Right.
He inherited, I don't remember the exact record, 13-26.
15-28.
Okay. He inherited a team that was done, and he was the manager of record, whatever impact you believe he had. Mm-hmm. He was the manager of record on a team that was
500.
No. Well, yes, but that's not. He was the manager of a team that was plagued with injuries. So just say that. You could talk about however you not having Westberg for 60 games, not having this guy for 40 games, not having Sanchez for the whole year, right? I'm kidding about Sanchez. Although he only played 29. I would have won that. I would have won that bet. 32.5. I took the under. To me, he did a commendable job.
How?
Because they played 500 baseball with a terrible run of luck.
They had the worst offense in baseball from July on.
Okay, but he needs baseball players. All I'm going to say is this.
The players that are going to be part of it next year were on the team. There's nothing that Tony Mansolino did. And this is not me.
I think you're being very unfair.
The players were worse under the offense production from the key players that have to win moving forward were worse under Tony Mansolino.
Oh, by the way, I don't think he should be the manager.
He can't be the manager.
But he's going to be.
I don't think he's going to be. I don't think he is.
You want to go to Spice and Dice?
You owe me 7. It would only get you down to 6.
I owe you
4.
Point.
Thank you. Okay.
But I owe you 5.
Yeah.
he's going to be the manager.
I don't think he will be. I don't think
Then they all should be fired for that on Monday.
I think
you can't have the interim manager at the press conference because all of it's doing is saying we think we might want you if we don't get someone better.
I think you're overanalyzing that. I think
no.
Listen,
I'm not.
Listen, if they had
that's what they were saying.
If they had finished the regular season in Baltimore, I don't think they do that.
That's what they were saying on Monday by having him there.
No, it's not.
You're going to be the manager unless we can find someone better.
They finished the regular season on the road. Local TV stations don't
No,
stop.
that's got nothing to do with
stop.
it.
Let me finish. Local TV stations don't go on the road. There are plenty of people in town that want to do their Orioles postscript, but weren't with the team at the end of the season to do the postscript thing. If the final game of the season had been in Baltimore and he did a post-game press conference, I don't think they would have done this event on Monday. They did it because they have 4 beat writers that are on the road and everybody else wasn't there. I think this is very specific to the fact that everyone wants to do their postscript. The guy was the manager of the team, so we're going to make him available for you to do your post-end-of-season exit interview thing.
Okay, here's what I would say to that. 3 things, and I'm going to ask you a question. Mm-hmm. A, if that's the case, that's stupid. He's the manager of the team from last season. We're done with last season. We're moving on.
No, but people are still writing and covering the end of that season.
So my question to you is, do you know that or are you guessing that?
I don't know that.
Okay.
No.
So that's the end of that. So you're wrong.
I'm also not guessing.
Okay. But
I'm not wrong.
Okay. Well, I just want to say you're wrong.
Right, I know.
It just feels good.
Yeah.
Having him sit there the other day is an indicator that he is going to be the manager unless we find someone better.
Well, that's not hard.
And that's an incredibly terrible message.
What do you mean?
That's a terrible message. Well, you're gonna be the guy, but if we find someone better than you, we're gonna take him.
I don't know why you.
Do you
think
want
it
him
means
to be the
they're saying
manager?
that this is where you and I will find agreement. Is I think they should just tell Tony Mansolino he's gone today. I don't think that they know whether or not Tony Mansolino is the manager. They know that. They've been around him for four months.
Correct.
They've had plenty of time to
saw him
interview
operate.
But again, I think they want him to be part of the organization moving forward.
Well, okay. I think that would, again, I would be incredibly uncomfortable.
For who?
For him.
Why? What is the alternative?
Well, I used to. I don't know. I probably shouldn't even bring this up on the air. But
say it.
Well, it's like the time I kissed Margaret.
Oh, yeah, it is. Well, I don't understand why that was uncomfortable.
For you, I mean, like
for who?
When she filled out that questionnaire,
we talked about
right before you got married, and said, "Is Glenn the best kisser ever?"
Right.
And she said, "Well,
this is the reality is if Tony Mansolino was a hot commodity, if Tony Mansolino was someone that was in play for other managerial jobs, and I get it, there's like 70 of them available right now. All of a sudden,
we're not hiring one of these guys that just got canned, are we?
Well, they should definitely think about hiring Bob Melvin.
Yeah.
Hey, my God.
John in Little Rock wants Bruce Bochy.
I mean,
what's John know? Shut up.
I don't know. I can't say.
I like John.
I can't say no to that.
You know what? I do like John in Little Rock.
Yeah,
actually,
go ahead.
I do when he sleeps.
There you go. Well, I can't say no to Bruce Bochy.
No, if Bruce Bochy wanted to be the manager, okay, fine.
Right.
Not Ron Washington, though.
No, I probably wouldn't take Ron Washington.
I think I would
either.
pass
I think
on
I'd pass
Ron.
on
Well, you can figure it out here, probably.
Ron, old dog.
You can teach one of these guys to play first base.
No.
There you go. Scott Adderberg. Bring him
Bochy.
I'd take Bob Melvin in a heartbeat.
Sure.
In a heartbeat, I'd take Bob Melvin.
Why doesn't anyone want Joe Madden? Is he that nuts?
Yes, but I also think this is the nature. And this
or does he not want to manage anymore?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
This is part of what the Orioles' problem might be, and why, in the end, it might end up being Tony Mansolino. I don't think they want to hire a real manager because a real manager would want to have say in things and would want to have an amount of power, and that's why I think.
Well, a lot of the, I hate to use that word like old school because now we have to start defining what that means. But a lot of the old school managers would certainly, like Buck did a little bit, would bristle at the idea. Not being disrespectful to 30-year-old nerds, would bristle at the idea of 30-year-old nerds bopping down there
and saying,
this is
who you're
line
gonna
up for
play
tonight.
Yeah.
And Bucks,
Yep.
So that is part of the problem.
I think it's
right?
absolutely part of the problem.
And until, and I don't know when this is, 15 years from now, until that group cycles out, you're probably always going to have that. That you're going to have the old school, bring me some pudding and get rid of this buffet. I don't want to hear.
But I think a lot of us believe that that's what this team needs. My issue with
Needs
Tony
what?
Mansalini,
Old school?
They need someone that's going to come in and ruffle feathers.
For sure.
They need someone that's going to come in and
I
demand
think I've said this on the air, and I don't
accountability.
even care. It doesn't matter because it happened. But I think I said this on the air before here. I only had the opportunity to have 2 very brief conversations with Brandon Hyde. Both of them occurred at a local golf course. One time the conversation literally was 30 seconds about baseball. The other time it was 3.5 minutes. And one comment he made to me that was very significant, and this was roughly 2 weeks before he got fired, was our best players are soft.
Okay.
And he didn't use the word soft.
Mm-hmm.
He used another word.
I believe it.
Starts with a P.
No.
But that's what he said.
Pizzas.
You're close.
Okay.
It sounds like that a little bit.
I know, right, yeah.
Our best player.
Pupusas.
And that's all he said. He didn't say who.
Right.
I didn't ask.
Right.
He said our problem is our best players are pizzas.
Well,
so,
I think that's why I believe you need to bring in
and by the way, my guess, he didn't tell me this again because the conversation was 3 minutes long. My guess is he told him that.
Potentially.
And that's what started
the
straw.
fracture. Right.
Next one, you never know which one it's going to be. Oh, you called me a this? That's the one. No, that's just what I'm thinking from my very casual, very brief conversation with him.
I understand.
So
right,
you might be right.
We're a million hours late getting to a break. Today's show brought to you by County
we got to go
Sports
through the
Zone,
Ryder Cup
County
and
Sports
the Caps
Zone,
preseason.
Proudly sponsored by your local Toyota dealer, buyatoyota.com. We'll come back in. I will let Drew. The solution is out there. A champion, one of the greatest American champions of all time, has provided the solution for how to fix the U.S.'s woes in the Ryder Cup. It's hiring a new coach.
Oh, was this a moron Mickelson?
We'll come back in and we'll talk to Drew about how Lou Holtz is going to fix the Ryder Cup team. We'll do that next. This is Glenn Clark Radio.
For fans of the Costas Inn, and who isn't, I have some great news. Now there's a second location to go along with 4100 North Point Boulevard. This one is at the Timonium OTB. This is Stan the Fan, and I have been a fan of the Costas Inn and Triantafalo's family for going on 30 years. They're open for lunch and dinner, same great Costas feel, same great menu and quality food you've been enjoying for well over 50 years. The exact address on your GPS is 2200 York Road, and their phone number at the new location is 667-406-1975. If you're new to the Costas experience, get ready for a real treat. All wrapped up in a new spacious dining room in Timonium at the OTB. If you want steamed crabs, you have them, and the full menu at 4100 North Point Boulevard. The number for reservations there at Costas, 410-477-1975.
2025 Navy football single game tickets are on sale now. Don't miss the exciting home game schedule this year. The games feature exciting American Athletic Conference matchups, including the Commander-in-Chief rival Air Force on Saturday, October 4th. Don't miss all of the exciting action in historic Annapolis at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium, and get your tickets today at NavySports.com. Go Navy! Beat Army!
Game day gets even better at Live Casino. Score a live jersey on September 6th and bucket hat on September 27th. Plus, catch our big plays, big pays hot seats on select game days. When the home team scores, the prize pool doubles. And we'll give away a $50 sports and social gift card with every touchdown. Take it to the end zone at Live Casino. At Arundel Mills, must be 21. Please play responsibly. For help, visit mdgamblinghelp.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gambling can be a fun and entertaining experience, but there are risks involved. If you're planning on betting on the game at the casino or on your phone or computer, know your limit, stay within it. Set a budget and a time to stop. Remember, gambling isn't a financial solution, and it doesn't mix well with alcohol or drugs. Know the risks and have a plan before you begin gambling. For free and confidential services, call 1-800-GAMBLER 24/7 or go to helpmygamblingproblem.org.
The latest edition of Press Box is available now. On the cover, Bo Smolko profiles Ravens running back Derrick Henry and how the football legend has proven to be a unicorn at the position with the success that he's found after the age of 30. Also inside, Brandon Schwartzberg looks at Kobe Mayo's push to find rhythm at the big league level. And we mark the start of the college football season by meeting players from all 4 FBS and FCS programs throughout the state. Press Box is available for free at over 500 locations throughout the region, including 60 Royal Farm stores. Or you can read the entire issue online at PressBoxOnline.com, where you can also find great betting advice and the best daily coverage of the Orioles, Ravens, and Terps.
Feeling sluggish, unfocused, or not like yourself? It could be low testosterone. At Game Day Men's Health, we specialize in testosterone replacement therapy to help men boost energy, improve mood, and regain confidence. Our treatments, including testosterone cypionate, are safe, natural, and tailored to fit your lifestyle with weekly injections or pellet therapy. Get started today with a free testosterone test and feel the difference. GameDayMen'sHealth.com. Game Day Men's Health, where men reclaim their game.
Contrary to what some people believe, I actually like this guy when he sleeps. Glenn Clark, talking sports.
We're just a couple weeks away from the Maryland 5-star returning to Fair Hill. 2 weeks from tomorrow, things get underway. And this Saturday, there's a great ticket sales event happening at the Fair Hill Saddlery. It starts at noon. Exclusive 10% off all general admission and or reserved seat tickets that'll be purchased on Saturday. Plus raffle prizes. You can meet the fluffy eventer and the racing corgis. That's this Saturday, Fair Hill Saddlery. To find out more about the Maryland 5-star, go to Maryland 5-star with the number 5, maryland5star.us.
Live? Was it the beach?
They were at Ocean's Calling.
They were?
Yeah.
Oh, the real...
Was.
I know, OAR was there, right? The real live?
More than OAR. Well, it's Ed and whoever's in the band.
Oh, so,
now.
but it's not
I saw them like a month ago. They were awful.
You saw them where?
At what's the one down in Virginia? What's it called?
Wolf Tribe?
No, not Wolf
Jiffy
Tribe.
Lube.
That one. Yeah.
Live was there?
It was Collective Soul Live and Our Lady Peace, and Live was awful.
So it's cool. So who's in the band?
3 other guys that have never been in the band.
So it's not live.
It's Ed, and then it's just Ed's
friends.
Whoever.
Probably his brother.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just.
But they played all live stuff.
Yeah, they tour as they're live.
They're live, but they're not live. Okay.
Kinda. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And they weren't very good. And but to be fair, and I'm just being honest, that night
neither was Collective Soul.
Well, no, Collective Soul is amazing.
Oh, they
No,
were.
they're incredible.
Okay.
The biggest problem was Ed.
In what way?
He stunk. He
Really?
sounded bad. He was doing this. He had the big divorced dad energy, man. Like it was weird.
What's divorced dad energy? I don't know what that means.
Over singing. Like I want.
Oh, trying to
be the
get a
star
girl,
of the show,
trying to get a girl
right?
to come back to the room with him.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And it was.
Well, he was always a weird dude.
I mean, I say it was bad. It wasn't. I've seen live 100 times. This was the worst time I've ever seen.
Okay, but they're not live. You keep saying that.
Yeah, but this is what they're calling
live
themselves.
is.
They're calling themselves
Chad
live.
Taylor, Chad Gracie,
right.
and Patrick
But
Dahlheimer.
That's never happening again.
Yeah. Well,
That's
he was always a
never-
weird dude.
Yes. It's never.
I mean,
going
no
to
question
occur
about
again.
that. He was a mercurial.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Anyway, I didn't know they were at Ocean City.
So yeah, Phil Mickelson's got the solution.
Phil Mickelson's insane.
Phil Mickelson's got the solution, baby.
Oh Lord!
All you got to do, you're gonna start winning Ryder Cups as soon as you bring in.
Right.
And first of all, were you sure that Lou Holtz was still alive? Were you certain that Lou Holtz was still alive?
Yeah.
Were you certain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was 100%. Well, 95%.
Yeah.
95. Yeah.
Lou
Holtz
Holtz at the ripe young age of 88.
Phil's crazy. Phil's just saying shit to say it now. Like he just is like. He's lost his mind completely.
Phil Mickelson's strategy is just hire Lou Holtz or Mike Krzyzewski, and that's how you're going to fix the Ryder Cup.
I mean, it's just insane, right? These two.
I have this weird.
But anyway, the captain thing is a problem.
Okay, why?
The captain thing is a problem.
Why?
Because they don't really have one that's tried and true. You know, first of all, I do think a little bit of what happened with this particular Ryder Cup. I will agree a little bit that Donald's role in this was a little bit overblown, but that is kind of what happens. He is the de facto leader, and they all do have an immense amount of respect for him. So the goofy stuff that he did with the shampoo and the bed linens and the putting the towels under the door, which you used to do when you were in college, but for a different reason.
Hey, man. I'd have one smoke alarm go
Yeah,
off.
You couldn't get caught.
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, like, does that stuff really matter? It doesn't matter until you think it matters. And maybe it did matter to Rory that they flew in these linens from Italy. I don't know.
I mean,
but
to be fair, I kind of need to experience the linens.
Correct. But I would say this: and I'm not trying to beat Tiger up when I say this, but if you want to know how much the Ryder Cup matters to the Americans versus how much it matters to the Europeans, and that don't confuse that with want to win. Mm-hmm. Don't confuse that, because I hate when people say, well, they just wanted to win more. Mm-hmm. Don't confuse the two.
I think when you show up, you want to win.
Yeah. The Ryder Cup matters way more to the Europeans than it does to us, and we could talk about why that is. There's some very legitimate reasons why, but the Ryder Cup matters more to them. And one of the biggest ways you know that is the greatest player we've ever seen said, "I don't want to do it." Mm-hmm. That is the most telling thing ever. That Tiger was the captain. They didn't even have to interview Tiger. They called Tiger in November of 23 and said, "Do you want to be the captain of the Ryder Cup team? We want you to be the captain of the Ryder Cup team." And the story within a story is they gave him the opportunity to do both of them. Because that's how Tiger operates. Mm-hmm. Tiger would say to them, "Well, I'm not going to just do it one time. Mm-hmm. I'm doing it. I'm doing it twice," right? So they said to Tiger, "No problem." Then in January, when they called him and said, "Hey, not for nothing, but we need to get moving a little bit here, pick some uniforms out," Tiger said, "Yeah, let me get back to you. I'm working on a couple things." And then in June, Tiger calls and says, "Yeah, I'm good." That is the most telling thing ever about the Ryder Cup. That the greatest American player said,
to be fair,
"I'm good."
Tiger's had a few things going on in his life.
Correct.
To be fair. I mean,
but Tiger said to them, "My daughter has soccer games.
Right. I'm not going to do it.
And Charlie's playing junior golf."
That's a difficult thing for me because I know how badly golf people care about the Ryder Cup. Like, I understand how desperately golf people care about it. Right. And that in moments, the Ryder Cup has been one of the few times that you could maybe get outsiders to be interested in golf.
Oh,
in
for
a way that, like, the Masters kind of works because it's spring and the colors.
But the Ryder Cup is America.
Right. The Ryder Cup has kind of worked.
Right. When John Rahm won the Masters, half the people in the U.S. said, I don't want him to win.
And when the PGA Championship comes around, if you don't care about golf, you're not going to care. You're just not going to care.
100% agree.
But the Masters, you might, because it's really kind of about spring.
And it's iconic.
Yeah, and all
It's
that.
like the Indianapolis 500.
Sort of, but it's really hard to get people to care anymore about the Indianapolis 500 that don't care about car racing.
Okay.
The Masters, it's really about the time of the year. If the Masters happened in July, no one would give it.
Okay.
Outside of golf.
Well, maybe. Right.
No one would care. It's really about the NCAA tournament just ended.
Right.
And spring is here.
And the Orioles are 2-12.
Correct. Well, they normally haven't played 14 games yet by that point, but you know what I mean.
Right.
It has a lot to do with that.
Right.
And so this is your other opportunity. And so here's your chance. And so you want the Americans to be good because if the Americans are good, then there's more of a chance of the casual person being invested in caring. My response as someone who doesn't care about golf is, well, the Americans have won 10 of the last 12 major championships. There's no question about who's better at golf between the Americans and the Europeans. Because the tournaments that matter
I don't know about that.
have all been won by the Americans.
I hear you.
All of them have been won by the Americans.
Right.
This
that's
one,
because we got one guy now that's good.
I understand. Well, he's not the only one that's won them, but
but it's close.
I get it.
Right.
No, wait, I mean, you're being a little unfair.
Okay. Well, J.J. Spawn.
J.J. Spawn won, but Xander won two.
Yeah,
of them.
Xander won two. Right.
Yeah, right. Like
I would agree.
Other guys have won.
Those are arguably our three best players, and Bryson. And Bryson's the other one, right?
Right, and he won one of them as well.
Right.
Like
but this all starts and stops with the captain. It really does. Like that, and I'm not saying that the players extrapolate that kind of issue, and then say to themselves, "Well, if Tiger doesn't care, hell, I don't care."
Right.
But there is something about that underlies how much it matters to us that the best player we've ever seen said, I'd rather watch my daughter play soccer.
Right, I hear you, but I think it just sort of speaks to what American golf is, which is we
just do this for ourselves.
Right.
So then that becomes part of the next – that does become part of the next part of the argument. Mm-hmm. And that is undeniable. And that is that we – and I'll say this in the nicest way, and then we can process it. We just care about ourselves.
Right.
That's
it.
That's what we do in this country.
Correct.
We just care about ourselves.
End of things.
I got this logo on my shirt. Yeah. You don't have a sponsor. I do.
Yeah.
You don't have a major win. I do. We just care about ourselves.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, when Bryson goes out to play and says, I don't have this guy to lean on anymore, or I don't have this guy to bog me down anymore, and the Europeans are almost the exact opposite.
Right.
They love the revelry. Mm-hmm. The fan behavior garbage killed us. It wasn't the reason why the U.S. lost, but it 100%
inspired them. Right.
100% inspired them.
Sure.
And when you're playing match play, and one or two holes can make the difference, you have no idea the impact that had, particularly on Saturday afternoon. Mm-hmm. Saturday afternoon, even what happened on Saturday morning when they were ahead, if we just go out and win 2.5 to 1.5 or 3 to 1 in the afternoon, we're still right there. Those guys beating us again in the afternoon like they did, that was it. It was over. Now the whole thing with the putting the name in the envelope and getting a half a point, blah blah blah. We can talk about that. That's just stupid. It's idiotic.
It's so.
Now, that said, it's almost a rule. It's a rule that no one ever thinks is going to even be used.
Right.
Now that I guarantee you this, it's gone.
Well, how could it?
Well, let me rephrase that. They might still do the thing in the envelope because they don't want to give up on it right away. But I'll tell you what they'll do. Next time around, the guy who doesn't play doesn't get any points, and the other guy gets a half a point. That's what my prediction is. They will still do the name in the envelope because you do still have to have a mechanism in place to say, what if a guy gets stung by a bee and he can't play? Mm-hmm. But the mechanism will be...
Why is that better than saying the captain has to play?
Because they're not prepared to play.
Right,
but they're not. But I wouldn't argue, by the way, that you could have an alternate.
Yeah, something like that.
I think that would be fine. Yeah. I think there's a lot of things... This is all just dumb. There's a lot of things about the Ryder Cup that could be fixed to make it better. Their contention will be it doesn't need to be better. But the playing of the 36 holes in back-to-back days is dumb. Golfers are not conditioned to do that. It would be like saying, well, wait a minute, I got a good idea. Why wouldn't you play a football game at 1 in the afternoon and then another one at 7 at night charge two different?
No, but fair, it's not.
But it's the same premise.
I get.
You only need one game.
I get
it. Your football players play one game.
But they do 36 holes for match play. Like they do. It's not as if it's.
But there is no match play anymore, which is a whole other issue. But what they should do is everyone should play. Everyone should play on Thursday, and everyone should play on. But you should only play 18 holes.
Play on Thursday.
But you should play 18 holes. Yeah. But forgetting how to fix it, because their argument is it doesn't need to be fixed. The whole issue with the American team is how are you going to get players in the team who it matters to them as much as it does to the other team. And therein lies the real discussion. How do you choose the team?
Admittedly, not knowing anything about golf, my gut tells me you're not.
How do you choose the team?
You're just not.
And this is where I would say I thought Keegan Bradley did a fine job. I don't know any of the inner workings. There's some rumors out now that maybe the U.S. didn't practice as much as the European team. I don't know anything about that. But I did think the pairings were weird.
Okay.
I would say that. And that's his responsibility.
Can I also say, like, golf's an individual sport. I tried turning it on and watching, right? Because, like,
Sunday was insane.
But
Sunday was insane.
With respect, nobody's going to watch on Sunday.
But golfers
besides
do.
you.
Yeah, I mean, right.
You're going to watch on Sunday.
Sunday was
the rest of the world.
Because it rescued what could have been the most catastrophic 3 days in
frankly,
American golf.
Saturday's kind of almost impossible. That's part of one of the issues they have is like you're going up against the two most popular sports in America. Like It really
Like
is
WNBA playoffs.
Exactly right.
And then
Exactly
NFL.
right. I mean, you might not be as excited as I am about the Phoenix Mercury, but you're going to have to deal with it.
Did the Indiana team win or lose?
No, they lost. Vegas.
Which coach was it that was barking about the refs?
Cheryl Reeve
from
Minnesota.
From Minnesota. And they win?
No.
They lost.
They lost.
Good. Well, that league fixed that.
That's what happened. Well, that's what
Dude, she crushed the referees.
That's the part of the problem is like she has this amount of a point
Okay.
wrapped up in the play she lost her mind about was a good call.
Okay.
Like it was a good objective.
Did I tell you I have a friend whose daughter's playing for LSU?
No, but that's
you should get her on the radio.
Okay.
I'm totally serious.
Okay. Well,
get this girl on the
right,
show.
We'll work on
Megan
that. Is
Yarnovich.
she from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Megan Yarnovich.
All right.
She plays for LSU.
Where'd she go to high school?
She started at Howard and then finished at Bullis.
Okay.
Megan Yarnovich.
There we go. This is.
She got a boatload of money.
Great.
What's her name?
Good for her.
Megan.
What are we doing?
Trying to help you do a better show.
Thank you.
Lord knows.
I know.
You brought up Lou Holtz, not me.
Yeah, that's
well, no, Mickelson did.
Mickelson brought it up.
Phil is insane. Phil is so
Lou Holtz.
Crazy.
Go get 90-year-old.
That's what that
Lou
ayahuasca
Holtz.
trip does for you.
Solve things. All right. I don't think it's.
Have you and I talked about? Have you and I talked at all about the wrestling documentaries?
Which wrestling documentary?
The Iron Claw. That was
the one from.
We're just talking about anything.
No.
We're
The one
just
from
talking
last
about
year.
This one coming up, Smashing Machine, looks
What?
good.
It's not a
The
documentary.
one from just last year.
What one?
It was actually this year.
What?
Netflix. I don't
What
know
was
what
it
it's called.
about?
John Cena was like the theme of it.
Oh, was it the behind the scenes thing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There was a
that's not
name for
Yeah,
it.
they did it. They did a hard knock. It was a hard knocks for WWE.
Yeah, but it's not.
It was a
That's-
name for the show.
I forget the
Yeah,
name.
was a name.
Who cares?
Untold.
Yeah. That. Have you seen it?
No, because
I thought you liked wrestling.
I do, but that's content for them. They want you to think that that's legit and you're really seeing something. It's not. It's scripted. It's all that's just content. They didn't let some independent documentarian come in. They did all of that themselves to create content.
Unreal, right? That's what it's
Is
called.
that what I thought it was Untold. I don't know why. Maybe.
Well,
it's
they
Unreal.
do it Untold, but
Triple H had a big role in it too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's
like the creator.
the reason why it exists.
Yeah. Where's Vince? What's Vince doing?
You had
Vince out of
you
the.
seen this story?
No.
Oh man.
Vince.
Well, you just had a milestone birthday not that long ago.
Right. What's Vince doing?
When you turn 80, which Vince McMahon recently did.
Okay.
You thinking about throwing a party?
He's 80 years old.
He's 80 years old.
No
you think you might throw a party for
Sure.
maybe even not 80, maybe 70. You throw a big party.
Holy
right?
cow, he's 80.
And
Okay.
you invite people.
Okay.
Maybe I know
Please
you would
tell me they have clothes on.
you would expect them to give you a gift. Would you think about giving them a gift?
No.
Well, I've got news. If you got invited to Vince McMahon's 80th birthday party, you got a gift.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool, right?
You piqued my interest.
Pretty cool. You got a beautiful bust of Vince McMahon's head.
No, you did not.
Yeah, you did.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm not going to get the hell out of here.
Darn, you're jealous,
You
aren't
got
you?
a bust of Vince McMahon's
Only-
Let me look
head.
at it again real quick.
Only 100 exist.
Only 100 of them exist
Vince
in the
McMahon
world.
gave these busts to his hand-picked guests at his locked-down, NDA-protected 80th birthday party at NYC's Baccarat Hotel.
Didn't Epstein used to have some NDA
That's-
protected.
Phones not allowed or check.
And knowing what we know about Vince McMahon,
Didn't Jeffrey Epstein have some NDA protected
well,
parties?
what is-
Let me ask you this: what is your? If I said to you,
so for the record, for my 50th, I'm doing it.
okay,
I'm doing it.
A bust
for
I'm
sure.
doing it.
Oh,
Everybody's getting a
big
bust.
bulge in your pants,
100%.
right? Like I mean, for sure.
everybody's getting
right.
one.
What?
Everybody's getting one.
What if I gave you a minute and I said you give me your unfiltered, authentic opinion of Vince McMahon? What would yours be?
Great promoter, truly wretched human being. I mean, just god awful human being. And probably
God awful human being because of.
Do you not know?
No. I want you to delineate. A god awful human being because of what he did in wrestling
No.
to wrestlers, or a god awful human being because of off the wrestling
because
mat.
he was sex trafficking.
Right.
Like,
Gotcha. Okay.
He's a god awful human being.
Gotcha. I want to make sure I'm
With-
understanding.
to the point of irredeemable. Like that.
Well,
anyone who tries to
God
then,
will forgive all of us.
If-
Mother Teresa said,
God-
"There is
God
no
love
sin
you.
I can't commit."
There you go. There you go.
Well, she did. So if Mother Teresa could say that,
was she taking advantage of
no,
you?
Mother Teresa.
I don't know what you're saying about
Mother
that.
Teresa said, "There is no sin I am not capable of committing."
What I'm saying is Vince McMahon,
God forgave her.
Truly terrible human being.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you about that.
Became
but
a
God
great
is
promoter,
forgiving him.
And if people want to credit for him for that, it's much like the way he became a great promoter was by being willing to be a wretched person.
Well,
Like
right he became a great promoter by saying either saying it with his voice or saying it by demonstration. I will do anything underlined for the show.
Well, not even just for the show, in the name of business, in the name of winning.
Right.
And to me,
okay,
in
but
the
we're talking
name
about the
of-
same thing.
Different, because it's not just what he did on programming. It's the stuff that he would do to try to wreck your business, whether it's legal, illegal, whatever.
So you're talking about the other wrestling federations?
Yes, correct.
Okay, but that's all part of. You're right. You're right. I'm right. We're both right.
Yeah.
Right.
That it makes complete sense how close he was with Donald Trump. They were very similar in this ways.
What's Trump doing now?
I don't know. If Donald Trump could get it,
where did he go?
If Donald Trump could get ahead by not paying your business for the work that you did,
1,000,000%.
Sorry, that's just competition.
You want 30 cents on the dollar?
Yeah.
He did it to a friend of mine.
Like this.
I mean, that's a dead. This is not scripted. He
not-
did that to a friend of mine
this
in
is
Washington
well
D.C.
documented.
that he did work for.
100%.
Trump said 30. You get 30 cents on the dollar.
What did I tell? What did you
take
say you're going to get paid? You want any money? Here's what I'll give you.
He did it to a friend of mine.
That's Donald Trump got ahead the same way Vince McMahon got ahead.
there
The
is
same
not-
way it's not unique to any of these guys. Dana White's that type of guy. Like there's a million of them that will get ahead by saying, I'm going to be, I'll call it ruthless in the name of competition.
Because ruthless is ruthless is a fun way to put it.
What it should be is illegal. You should be in jail. We should have laws that protect this from happening. But to your point, when someone turns around and says, all right, I'll take your 30 cents on the dollar because
it just
want to get something,
emboldens you.
That's business now.
Right.
You did business.
Right.
That's what it is. It should be criminal.
The
The
art of the deal. Right.
It should be something you go to jail for, but it's not because people want their money, so they don't want to go through the process, and they don't want to make that happen. So I think
So you don't have any real respect for Vince
none,
McMahon. Yeah.
zero, none of the. But
which
he
is
gave us
kind of
WWE.
weird, right? It's weird. Well, it's weird because for people, you're. I don't know if this is exactly right, but you're like me. You to wrestling is like me to golf.
No, but there was a time.
But but you're a wrestling guy.
That's still
right.
No,
and I was. I liked wrestling.
But most people when they're young are into wrestling.
But it tarnishes greatly
Yeah.
what otherwise would be regarded as, one of the great stories of our lifetime in terms of the product that he built. If you didn't know all this, if you flew in from Pluto, and you didn't know any of this about Vince McMahon off the mat, if you want to call it that, you would say, this is one of the most brilliant people of all time.
I guess the shame is, I don't know who I would hoist up as a wildly successful CEO that I don't think, participated in similar practices, right? Like, someone would say Truett Cathy from Chick-fil-A was someone that did everything the right way. And, you could disagree with his politics, you could disagree with, but there's no trail of him doing terrible things,
or his son Dan, who runs it now,
towards any in the name of getting ahead. There's no trail of that,
right? Whatever personal beliefs they have that have become part of the fabric of their company, whether or not you agree with their policies on opening on Sunday, transgender employee, whatever,
right?
That none of that was ever done to get ahead.
That to my knowledge, nothing that I know.
Right. I mean,
nothing that I know.
In fact, if they wanted to get ahead, they'd open on Sunday.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Or they think that it's better for them for business because it keeps people, religious people are more in love with them as a company. Whatever it is, I don't know, right?
Right.
But yeah,
because we're not denigrating Chick-fil-A.
I'm not.
No, I'm saying that's against a law.
Oh,
that is against the law.
To
say something negative against Chick-fil-A in this country, you should get arrested.
I don't know who in that world, in the world of Fortune 500 CEOs, I'd say I think that person did everything the right way. I think they're a model
What about
example.
the untucked guy?
I don't know who the untucked guy is.
Look him up. I bet you that guy's legit.
Okay, you say so.
I'm pretty sure.
Pass on that. It's 12:30. We got to go.
It's what time?
It's 12:24.
People don't listen this long anymore.
I know.
Aaron Sandres?
Sure.
San Andres.
That's the guy. Look him up.
I don't know. You know whose commercials I've enjoyed this year? Or the
Liberty Mutual?
No. Is it Men's Warehouse with the guy that's like flubby and he goes to the wedding and the old lady hits on him?
I haven't seen that one.
He's like
I go to the bathroom when the commercials come on.
Yeah.
When you're 62, you go to the bathroom when the commercials come on.
Go to the bathroom during the game too. You go to the bathroom. Somebody says, "Wasn't Drew just in the bathroom?"
By the way, I saw a kid today. I don't know where he was going to school, but I think I know where he was going to school.
Oh,
well, I say this because it happened in the vicinity of over here.
Okay,
and his age looked to me like he was going to the middle school.
Okay. Oh.
His age and his size.
All right.
Standing on the corner here of LaSalle and Putty Hill.
Yeah.
Peeing.
Oh.
7:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Right in broad daylight in someone's yard.
Well, I mean, he wasn't peeing
I stopped at the stoplight.
He wasn't peeing on you.
And I honked the horn.
Okay.
And he went like this.
He turned around. He gave you.
He went. I went beep beep. He goes.
To be fair, if I was that kid, probably the exact same thing I would do. Hey, buddy, good to see you.
Beeped at him.
Yeah.
He kept peeing and turned around and gave me the wave.
Well, were you going to stop peeing?
Nobody wants to talk about this. Nobody wants to talk about this.
Peeing in people's yards?
No. We actually have a serious public bathroom crisis in this country.
Okay.
Particularly in urban areas where we want people to go out and drink. We have sections that the purpose is to go out and drink. But then
drink alcohol.
But then we want to arrest them for peeing in
the alley.
In the alley,
right?
And there's a real
you blame me for bringing up crazy stuff.
I understand, but but nobody wants to talk about this because you're defending drunk.
Okay, right.
You can't be the person that's.
Towson's about to close.
I mean,
they're all leaving.
Green Turtle's gone. I know that much.
They're all saying if
they leave every year, they come and go
you got to give the Green Turtle credit. They're not a sponsor, are they?
I don't think so.
Okay, you got to give the Green Turtle credit.
Yeah.
The Green Turtle has put their foot down and said, if 18-year-old kids can't come in with open containers, we're closing.
Yeah. I think they had other problems there. I think there were some
the Baltimore County Police every Thursday now put something out on Facebook that says, if you have an open container tonight on York Road, you're getting arrested.
But this is we want inherently we want these businesses to exist.
Oh,
we want them to.
Dude, I can tell you for sure let me just say, at a place where I used to play golf a lot in Harford County, they actually got nailed by a cadet for underage drinking, and they went to court to defend themselves and said, we've paid, I'll make the number up, $194,317 in taxes to Harford County over the last 3 years, and you're harassing us, to which the judge said, you should leave now.
Well, yeah, it's probably not a great in-court argument.
You should leave now. You're basically saying,
just let us
do what we want.
Kids.
Right,
correct. I understand.
Right.
But there is a fine line between these two things. There is
the businesses think that.
Correct. And there is a fine line between we want you to exist. We want your business to exist because
we need our tax money.
If people are going to drink somewhere, we want them to drink here. But what comes with that? This is what comes with it.
And this is part of the problem. You guys who make fun of those hats.
Oh, this is what the problem is?
We're trying to make it great again, and you guys all get offended.
I didn't realize that.
I'm
not sure how we got there.
You and your people are afraid.
What do you mean you people?
Have you seen the MAGA GA hats
what is that
are being sold?
No, I haven't seen
Make
that.
American Golf Great Again. They're actually selling them. I'm definitely buying one. Make MAGAGA.
Would You Rather Wednesday? Would You Rather Wednesday is brought to you by Game Day Men's Health in Owings Mills, Frederick, and Columbia. They've been making me great. Peptide proteins have been wonderful for me. If you are thinking you might be low T, get a complimentary testosterone test right now from Game Day Men's Health in Owings Mills, Frederick, or Columbia. Owings Mills, 443-264-4454. Columbia, 443-266-3505. Frederick, 240-931-3717. And GameDayMen'sHealth.com. Would you rather, number one, you can add 15% to your salary through the end of football season by agreeing to work during
Another $15?
No, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Griffin.
Go ahead.
15.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Do that math again.
Yeah.
2.
Go ahead.
You can add 15% to your salary through the end of football season by agreeing to work during every Ravens game the rest of the way. But once you do, you can't come back. There's no coming back. There's no all of a sudden they won 4 games in a row, I'm quitting the job. You're stuck. Or, as bad as things are, I still want to watch the games.
You asking me?
Yeah. You
well, I have a
normally
daughter
go
in
first.
private school.
Yeah. So you're done.
I'll take the 15%.
You're taking that 15%.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to watch
Actually, make it
anymore
13.
anyways.
Oh, you're giving up? You're not
so
watching
yeah,
the
might
game
as well
anymore?
make a few extra.
You've decided you're not going to watch? I'm
So
not-
yeah, I'll take the money.
I'm not going to be out here lying in front of God and everybody. I'm not doing that. I'm watching football. It's one of the few things.
Yeah, but you
that
don't
I
have any
enjoy
money
more.
anyway.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Right,
why am I
so
going to
what's the
start
difference?
now?
Yeah,
Put
right.
15% on top of 0.
Right. No, I'll take the 15%, and we'll look at the games later.
No, you're trying to cop out. You can't watch the games at all. There's no watching the games.
Well, I mean, but I'll go to ESPN.com
They're
later.
gonna
and
outlaw
look
me
at
from
the
watching. I can't
box score.
DVR it.
No, you can't DVR it.
No,
you
I
can't
don't
do
care.
anything. You
Give me
can't.
the
How's that
15%.
possible? Who's doing that?
Because there's the government.
You're
Give me
gonna
the
I don't know if
come
you
in.
heard. There's a lot of weird things going on with the government these days. The
Yeah,
government's
we're
doing
trying to
it.
make TV great again.
Yeah, are we? Are
Yes.
we? Well, they can't do that right now. They don't work. There is no.
Well, we had to
government.
shut these people down to get them to
great
know
point.
we're serious.
Thank you. That's a great point.
Government shut down. I love it.
Number 2.
All right.
To everyone's surprise, the Browns
Win a game.
grant Joe Flacco his release today now that Dylan Gabriel
Yes.
is the starter.
Oh.
Would you rather
yes.
the Ravens pick him up to play while Lamar is sidelined
Oh.
or no?
Huntress trade.
How
Stick with
funny
the
would
guy
it be
you
if he
got.
Wally Pips Lamar?
But that's not going to happen.
How funny would that be,
Let's
though?
not pretend.
And Joe would put
like
a booger
there's
on him in
some
practice and go,
scenario.
how's that feel now there,
Yeah,
buddy?
Let's not pretend like that's going to happen.
All right, what was the question?
This isn't even a question. Yeah.
What
Would
was
you
the question?
rather Joe Flacco or Cooper Rush while Lamar Jackson's sidelined?
Oh, hell. Well, come on. Why don't you ask me or Cooper Rush? You would take Flacco every day over
Why
this
would
guy.
you take
Cooper Rush is a bum.
Cooper Rush played good football last year.
Whatever. Do you know who Joe Flacco is?
I'm aware of who Joe Flacco is. I'm trying to have a legitimate conversation.
How many kids does Joe have now, by the way?
Like 6.
7 or
It's
8.
nuts,
He and
right?
Phillip Rivers.
Just keeps having kids.
I'm taking Joe. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
taking
I know
Joe.
what he's doing. He'd trade Lamar Jackson tomorrow.
Yeah, it would.
Correct.
Not Joe Flacco.
So would I.
Y'all are insane.
No, we're
You don't
taking
see Joe tapping out with a hamstring.
Yeah, correct.
great point.
Show me the last time
Great
it said
point.
Flacco hamstring questionable.
Might have been last week. I don't know. Everybody shows up at the injury
Joe
report.
Flacco is not missing a game because of a hamstring.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not saying that.
You want to come back next week? Number 3. Would you rather the NFL?
Although
by
I
the-
do
they-
think
they
we can
answered-
say that now.
Yeah, that's
Bugs Bunny
right.
said it the other day, or whatever the guy's name. Bad Bug. What's the guy's name
Bad
doing
Bunny.
that? Bad Bunny said it the other day. So anyway, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Do you think that's a good choice for the Super Bowl?
For them, yes. It's an insanely good choice.
Is it? Is he any good? What's he, a rapper?
It's not
he's,
for
he's
me.
very
What is
good.
it?
He's very good. He's like reggae.
He's
yeah.
a Latin
yeah, it's a Latin.
rapper.
He's a Latin pop star.
So is he the same or different than Pitbull?
He puts on an incredible show.
He's different than Pitbull.
Okay.
Pitbull is a very like
Americanized, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like this is unfair because Bad Bunny's Puerto Rican. So like
He was good in Happy Gilmore.
I did not watch that film, and I won't.
Bad
He was
Bunny?
good in Bullet Train.
All right.
I think he was
I
in
would
Cult
watch
Steel.
Bullet
Where's he
Train.
from, Bad Bunny?
Puerto Rican.
Oh, you said it already.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
He's in
Oh,
maybe
he's not a real
4
American,
minutes
then.
of Bullet Train.
Okay.
He might be the best part of the whole
All right,
movie.
how
It's
about
So he's not a
fantastic.
real American. He's not a real.
You're doing this. That's what we're doing. We're gonna do this today. Look, man, he's not for me. He's not my thing. I'm not a Bad Bunny guy.
Are we
but
making him a state
he's
soon
so
in Canada?
I don't think so. I don't think
In
so.
Canada.
He's so wildly popular that
I've never heard them put something on by. Are we allowed to do that?
I don't know if we're allowed to do that.
Just
or
put
not.
5 seconds on.
We
If
can't
get-
stay on YouTube anyway, so I don't know
Yeah,
what's
who
going
cares,
on. over
right?
here.
Put 5 seconds on. Let me hear him.
Number 3, the NFL decides they're not going to do ties anymore.
That'd be great.
Would you rather?
What a letdown that was the other night.
it's
After the
insane.
way the fourth quarter
All right,
unfolded.
it's insane. So would you rather they do one of these two things? A, they go to a 2-point conversion shootout after overtime. This is what college football does. They play 2 overtimes, then starting in the third, it's a 2-point conversion shootout.
Right.
Or this is an idea that
field goals from 50 yards.
This is the idea that came from The Athletic. They abandon traditional overtime altogether, and instead do a 7-on-7 challenge. Take the linemen off the field. Do the college thing, 25-yard line, 7-on-7 for as long as it takes to get a winner.
You ask me to pick one of those two?
One of those two.
I would pick the 2-point conversion one, but they're both stupid.
So what?
The athletic one is stupid.
What do you do?
Well, first of all, honestly, what I would do is I would just let them play football. You got a week to get better. I think ending the game in a tie in football is idiotic.
Of course it is. So what are you doing?
Let them just keep playing.
Okay.
That honestly, all shtick aside.
But are you saying let them keep playing and the third possession is it's sudden death now? What is?
I want college football overtime.
Sure.
You're saying
I'm saying in the NFL.
That's because
there should
the
never
playoff
be
rule. The playoff rule is both teams see the ball. The third time after
it becomes sudden death. Even
both,
in the playoffs,
if both
right?
teams score,
That's fine by me.
Then on the third possession,
That's fine by me.
If you score, you win.
I do believe both teams should get possession. I think you and I have agreed on that for a long time. Like the idea that people come along and go, yeah, well, defense matters. Yeah, but you can't score on defense. Right? You can. But I mean, so I would agree with just use the playoff format in the regular season. And if that means you got to play an extra 21 minutes, you got to play an extra 21 minutes.
Right. And that's what I would do too. But that's not what I said.
Okay.
Because that to me is
that
the
would take
easy
the
answer.
2-point conversion.
You take the 2-point conversion.
It was 7-on-7.
Well, that's stupid.
The idea is it's a shootout essentially.
I'm going to cancel my
You
subscription.
get the ball. It's the college concept. That's what you're going to do. I'm so sure you subscribe to The Athletic.
I'm canceling my
so
subscription.
Sure.
7-on-7 or what was the other option?
2-point conversion shootout at the end of overtime.
That's 7-on-7. I mean, yeah.
Of the two, I go the 7.
Yeah. Or just do college football. I think
both
they might as well do that.
Your generation always wants the easy way out.
It's 12:36. I have to take another break. I got
But listen.
We can't play. You got to cut it at 20 seconds.
This is Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a song he's going to play at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you can turn that off. That's horrendous.
I guess
you're saying it's horrendous. I have no
idea. It sounded like we were at a funeral.
It's not for me. That's the difference.
It's for me.
There's a lot of instrumental in this song.
This is like the bird speech. Like this is terrible.
This is my favorite song of his new album.
This isn't terrible at all. That's you.
I felt Springsteen was supposed to be the set. Was that a rumor?
There's no chance that they're ever doing Bruce Springsteen at halftime again. Those days have.
Okay, I thought that I saw that somewhere, but maybe
they are going young. And that's the thing
It's
for a lot.
terrible.
I think the difficult part is for a lot of people.
Cyndi Lauper back.
It's recognizing it's never going to be for you again. It's never going to be for you again, and that's the way it goes. It might not ever be for me again. I don't know. I'm probably going to have a few still that'll be for me.
Why wouldn't you bring Prince back?
That's a great point. They could just bring Prince back.
Or someone of that ilk.
Right. Bring Prince back. That's a good idea. Griffin is.
What do you have against Prince?
Well, I don't think he's available, unfortunately. Don't think. He did do the greatest halftime show in it. Yes,
Prince is not dead.
You got Drew'sMorningDish.com.
Whoa.
At It's a Hood.
Prince is not dead.
Don't.
Hold on. Come on, man. We're not going anywhere till this gets resolved. Prince, the singer,
years.
The purple guy,
this is almost a decade, right?
He knows that Prince.
No,
is dead.
hold on a second.
Don't engage him on this. You're giving him weight.
Holy crap!
He knows.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you did.
No.
Jesus.
Holy crap! Freaking Prince is dead.
What are you doing?
Oh, he died from fentanyl.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Drew'sMorningDish.com. Get your responses
I had no
in.
idea.
Oh, I'm sure. Get your responses in.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
No, stop playing.
Yeah,
Prince is. You think Bad Bunny's coming after us? Prince's estate. I think if you say the word Prince, they come after you. I think that's the way that it works.
His real first name was Prince.
Yes, Prince Rogers Nelson. Yes, correct.
Huh.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was dead. That's the truth.
I don't believe you, but
I just thought he was one of those weird dudes who just kind of said, I'm done. Like,
well,
I guess he did
for a little while too. But
oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Been with us for some time.
I did not know that.
All right. Anything else from you?
No, this has been a great finish.
Oh, has it? Has it?
The masses are excited.
Get your responses in at Glenn Clark Radio. Somebody on Twitter. We gotta go.
I gotta go too.
Go for hours.
I gotta leave.
We gotta take another break.
Right.
Don't forget Project
busy
Game
show
Day.
today.
Yeah, all the guests. Project Game Day returns this Sunday. Wait, are you sure you have to be here next Wednesday? Project Game Day returns. Remember when we did a 2-hour show and Drew could only come in for an hour? How is it that now we do a 1-hour show and Drew's here for 2?
Well, once we took it away from him,
how is that possible?
You realized how much he missed it. And
Project Game Day, every game day.
This was one of our better shows.
Was it? Myself,
personally,
Rita, KZ, Stecca, Griffin, Tyus Bowser. Come hang out with us. PressBoxOnline.com/game day after every game. Brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. 1-800-GAMBLER. HelpMyGamblingProblem.org. Costas Inn and Live Casino in Hotel Maryland. We'll do a tidbit, two-bit, or wind it down next. Glenn Clark Radio. Feeling sluggish, unfocused, or not like yourself? It could be low testosterone. At Game Day Men's Health, we specialize in testosterone replacement therapy to help men boost energy, improve mood, and regain confidence. Our treatments, including testosterone cypionate, are safe, natural, and tailored to fit your lifestyle with weekly injections or pellet therapy. Get started today with a free testosterone test and feel the difference. GameDayMen'sHealth.com. Game Day Men's Health, where men reclaim their game.
For fans of the Costas Inn, and who isn't, I have some great news. Now there's a second location to go along with 4100 North Point Boulevard. This one is at the Timonium OTB. This is Stan the Fan, and I have been a fan of the Costas Inn and Triantafalo's family for going on 30 years. They're open for lunch and dinner. Same great Costas feel, same great menu and quality food you've been enjoying for well over 50 years. The exact address on your GPS is 2200 York Road, and their phone number at the new location is 667-406-1975. If you're new to the Costas experience, get ready for a real treat. All wrapped up in a new spacious dining room in Timonium at the OTB. If you want steamed crabs, you have them, and the full menu at 4100 North Point Boulevard. The number for reservations there at Costas, 410-477-1975.
Gambling can be a fun and entertaining experience, but there are risks involved. If you're planning on betting on the game at the casino or on your phone or computer, know your limit, stay within it. Set a budget and a time to stop. Remember, gambling isn't a financial solution, and it doesn't mix well with alcohol or drugs. Know the risks and have a plan before you begin gambling. For free and confidential services, call 1-800-GAMBLER 24/7 or go to helpmygamblingproblem.org.
Looking for Baltimore's premier waterfront dining experience? Head to Nick's Fish House, located in the Baltimore Peninsula. Enjoy crabs all year long, plus happy hour Monday through Thursday from 3 to 6. Planning a celebration? From rehearsal dinners to corporate crab feasts, Nick's is the spot to make it unforgettable. And the fun doesn't stop there. Live music fills the air every Thursday through Sunday. Check out the full lineup at nicksfishhouse.com. Nick's, it's where Baltimore comes to eat, drink, and play by the water.
Game day gets even better at Live Casino. Score a live jersey on September 6th and bucket hat on September 27th. Plus, catch our big plays, big pays hot seats on select game days. When the home team scores, the prize pool doubles. And we'll give away a $50 sports and social gift card with every touchdown. Take it to the end zone at Live Casino. At Arundel Mills, must be 21. Please play responsibly. For help, visit mdgamblinghelp.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Make the most out of every day in your Toyota RAV4. Available in hybrid or gas-only models. A RAV4 can get you where you want to go in style. Check out buyatoyota.com for deals on new RAV4s from your local Toyota dealer today.
Coming back in here with Glenn and the other guy, Garrett, whatever his name is. You know who they are.
All right, back in here on GCR. Ravens will practice today, and we'll see if Lamar Jackson is trying to play this week, I guess. I don't know. The only other news that we didn't really cover, that Eric Kendricks came in for a visit, and the Ravens wanted him to sign to the practice squad, and he said, no thanks, and departed without signing. So
disappointing. He's an all-pro.
I mean, he's a football player, and they can use football players. They did sign former first-round pick, but not really football player Kenyon Green to the practice squad
Why
yesterday.
hate Kenyon
give
Green?
them some. What's that?
Why's everybody hate Kenyon Green?
Well, he's not good at football.
Yeah, he was on the Eagles last year, right?
Yeah.
They won a Super Bowl. Maybe he learned something.
So anyway.
He learned.
Maybe.
Learned how to block.
Maybe. You know who is good at football is Navy. Navy's very good at football. They're 4-0 on the season, and they've got Air Force this Saturday, first leg of the Commander-in-Chief Trophy. It is single-game tickets are on sale for Navy football for the rest of the season. And if you've never experienced game day in Annapolis, man, you are missing out. It is special. There's still some big American matchups coming this season. And again, this Saturday against Air Force. Don't miss all of the exciting action in historic Annapolis at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Get your tickets today, NavySports.com. Go Navy, beat Army. Tidbit brought to you today by the Stan the Fan Variety Hour. Stan, Ross, and Luke got together on Monday to talk about the end of the Orioles season. If you missed it, check it out. Facebook.com/PressBoxSports, YouTube.com/PressBoxOnline, PressBoxOnline.com/video. As always, Stan shows brought to you by the Costas Inn and the all-new Costas Inn, now open at the Grandstand in Timonium.
They needed overtime to get past the Indiana Fever, but the Las Vegas Aces are back to the WNBA Finals against the Mercury. And Jackie Young and Asia Wilson became the first teammates ever, both with 30 points in a WNBA playoff game.
How about that?
So big ups to them. Fun game.
And
Game
hopefully
5.
they get swept. Did you know the WNBA Finals 7 games starting this year?
Wow, nice.
Yep,
I
7 games.
I guess I do root for the Mercury, right? Because Alyssa Thomas and
she a Terp, right?
I don't think there's anyone on the Aces
so.
that we care about. Asia Wilson's really good, but yeah,
she is very good.
So yeah, sure, go Merc.
Hell yeah, Mighty Mercury.
Is that how it goes? Finish it.
It starts Mighty Mercury. Mighty Mercury.
Oh, so it's like a call and response.
Mighty Mercury.
Mighty Mercury.
We are number one.
We are. Is that? I feel like you're making it up now.
Number one Mercury.
Number one Mercury.
Mighty. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Okay. Why do we stop? It just ends.
I mean, we don't need to do that. We've already been here for 2 hours today.
So there were 6 players that played every single game this year in Major League Baseball. 162.
The F knows.
You will.
Teams.
There was an Atlanta Brave.
I don't.
You know who this is?
Do I?
Who's the Atlanta Brave that he's got? I think he's got the longest consecutive game streak.
Oh. I did see this. Who the hell is it? Hang on. Don't tell me. Because I saw it and everybody was doing the math on how long.
Probably like 15 years until he can
right?
break Cal's.
Like it would be.
He's already in year. I don't know. This has to be like at least year 8 for him.
Is it Olsen?
Yes,
Okay.
Matty O. Played in every single game this year for the Atlanta Braves. There was a Cincinnati Red.
Cincinnati Red.
This was year 10 for Matt Olson. So, I mean, yeah, he'd have to play quite a while.
Yeah, it's not happening. It's not.
Let's see.
There's a Cincinnati Red who played 160
He's like
games.
30, I think. He's 31. All right,
Well,
so
I'm
he
left to
played until like
just
46.
Try
Matt
to
Olson can
figure
do it.
out if I know who played. Ellie.
Yes, Ellie De La Cruz
All
played in
right,
every single game this year.
Thank
for the
God it's a
Cincinnati
good
Reds.
player.
Yeah. How about on the Athletics, who played every game?
It's not Kurtz.
Nope, not Kurtz, not Jacob Wilson.
Can I name another athletic?
Yeah, can you name another?
Rooker.
Yes, Brent Rooker. There you go.
Thank God, man. Are these all good players? Are these all?
Yeah.
All right,
yes,
well then I have a chance.
New York Met.
Lindor.
Lindor only played 160. Juan Soto only played 160, apparently.
Okay,
But
then
this Met played all.
Alonso.
Yep, Pete Alonso.
Okay.
Future.
Baltimore. Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay, cool. Glad. Yeah, Pete Alonso played every game. How about this Philadelphia Philly?
I don't think it's Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper.
Not Bryce Harper.
Schwarbo.
Yes. Future.
I mean, that'd be great. Get them all here.
And then this guy played 163 games because he was traded in June.
He was traded. Oh, Devers.
Yes, Rafael Devers played 163 games in 2025. Yeah, there you go.
I wonder what the record is for most games. Like, I wonder if somebody ever played in 164
Right.
because like the off days were really skewed between when the
Yeah.
team they got traded from and the team they got. That's a great question. Is who's played the most MLB games in a single season? All right, very good. That was Tidbits. Tubular is brought to you by the print issue of Press Box. Derrick Henry's on the cover. It's still available for...
Jonathan Scope apparently played in 163 one time.
Did he? Has anybody ever played 164?
I guess that had to have been, when was 18 Scope traded?
Would have had to have been.
Apparently, Maury Wills of the 1962 Dodgers... What? He played 165? But it doesn't say that, like, everybody's got... Well, some of these guys only have one team listed. Apparently, Maury Wills played 165 games in 1962 for the Dodgers. So is that... I mean, that can't be right? Like, what's... Is it, like... Was this before they had, like, the championship series? Like, the AL pennant? Like, the ALCS and the NLCS? So they played, like, a tiebreaker and did, like, a 3-game series or something? They just said, this is a regular season.
Hang on a second. Yes, they did a tiebreaker series, a 3-game series, and they count them all towards the regular season. So
okay, weird. Now, so apparently, according to the stat I got, I think was from MLB. MLB Network had the 163 for Rafael Devers, but according to Baseball Almanac, they said he played 164.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe we're all liars. Let's just do
five guys. Five guys played 164. They are. So the Jose Pagan, I guess, played against the Giants, the Giants played against the Dodgers in 1962, and that I'm guessing in that little series. Ron Santo, Frank Taveras, Cesar Tovar, and Billy Williams.
How about that? Yeah. Go get the print issue of Pressbox. Read it all at PressBoxOnline.com.
Ernie Banks had a 163. Hello. Bobby Bonilla had a 163.
All right, enough. Here's this baseball schedule for today. We've been here for 6 hours.
Well, I want to lead right into the baseball, so we ESPN, so I don't have to like talk to you or anything.
Tigers, Guardians. I got 4 more hours of radio to do today. Can't live like this. Tigers, Guardians game 2. What?
Didn't you sign up for it?
Yeah. Let's see if the Tigers can close out the Cleveland, Casey Mize, Tanner Bybee, the pitching matchup there. ABC for Padres Cubs game 2 at 3:08. Dylan Cease, and the Cubs are starting Andrew Kittredge.
How deep's he gonna go?
He's starting.
Michael Elias has to feel vindicated. See,
yeah, right?
I told you I signed a playoff starter.
Playoff game 2 starter. Exactly right. Andrew Kittredge is the Cubs try to beat close out the Padres, right? That's who won. Yeah, the Cubs won yesterday.
Yeah. I think I got every game. I got the Dodgers. I said that. I made my picks. I had the Dodgers. I think every team I picked to advance, they lost yesterday, except for the Dodgers.
Back to ESPN. Red Sox Yankees game 2 as Boston sends Brayan Bello to the mound against Carlos Rodon, looking to sweep New York. That's at 6:08, and also on ESPN tonight at 9:08. The Dodgers try to finish off the Reds. Zach Littell and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the pitching matchup there. Everything else, GlennClarkRadio.com. It better be good. It better be good.
It's a Shane Black movie. It's going to be good.
What's the score?
We're going to rob an entire country.
We're in. So this is the crack team taking on the mafia, a billionaire, and an army.
Shouldn't be a problem. What he said, it should be a problem?
Shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, should not?
Yeah, should not.
You can't take down an entire organization. I got an army.
-2 last time I checked.
You're dealing with a different class. You're out of your league.
Back to Mundo.
What's the score?
We're going to rob.
You want to watch it again?
Nope. Thanks to everybody at Pressbox.
That's Mark Wahlberg. Shane Black movie.
Thank you.
Keith Stanfield. I mean, it looks pretty good.
Thanks today to Drew Forrester.
Love is Blind season 9.
Oh, yeah. Can't miss that.
Survivor, Golden Bachelor, season 5 Abbott Elementary.
Oh, I am excited. God, why would that be the last thing you bring up? Something actually pleasant.
The series finale for Amanda Knox show on Hulu.
I haven't watched it. I haven't. Sorry. I'm not. That's not going to happen. Thanks to Drew. Thanks to Dr. David Chao. We'll get all of that up in the greatest hits section of the
Julia Roberts and Emily Blunt
tab at GlennClarkRadio.com. Okay. On the program tomorrow.
What are we doing tomorrow?
Evan Washburn.
Yeah, Evan Washburn will join us.
We're gonna make picks.
We will, with someone.
What are we doing? The Ravens might have broken us. I'm sorry. We might have been broken by the Ravens.
No, what it is I'm feeling sad about missing playoff baseball. You know, even though they lost every game I went to.
Thanks to everybody at Pressbox.
I enjoyed playoff baseball in Baltimore.
Right. All of our great sponsors and partners: Game Day Men's Health, CountySports.zone, your local Toyota dealer, BuyAToyota.com, Live Casino and Hotel, the Maryland 5-Star, Navy Football, Nick's Fish House, and so much more. Thanks to Griffin at Griffin_Bass. Follow us, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Glenn Clark Radio. Have a great Wednesday evening. Go nobody. Duke sucks.